Let me showcase to you guys the extent of my autism. I played Hatoful Boyfriend for the first time. Like, I don't know, 16? No, 14. No. It's probably closer to, I think it was before the Steam release. So 14 years ago. 14 years ago is when I played Hatoful Boyfriend. And I'm still playing it to this day.
That's one of the other things that just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, if I like something, I will like it when I'm 10. I will like it when I'm 15. I will like it when I'm 25. I will probably like it when I'm 55. Why do things have to have an expiration date for your affections?
Mm-hmm. Like, it'll go into hibernation, of course, if I'm not being directly exposed to it. But the second somebody brings up something I like, it's like, this thing that I've liked for 10 years now?
Yes.
Also,
Spider-Man was cool when I was a kid. Spider-Man is cool now.
Uh-oh, we're having that issue where you load a page or load a save and it's not working properly. I'm gonna try getting it pulled up again.
Okay, I'll keep talking about Spider-Man, I guess. The Spider-Verse movies, especially. Oh my god! I was watching Across the Spider-Verse. The last vacation we went on, it was an international flight because we were at Ireland. The flight back, I was watching a movie on the flight. And I was watching Across the Spider-Verse on the international flight back. And I was like having to force myself to sit still because this was my second time watching it, and I was still losing my goddamn mind watching Across the Spider-Verse. Man. I was like shaking in the seat, like, keep yourself composed, keep yourself composed.
Incredibly bad news. Trying to reload the save again did not work.
Okay, can we do
I have to go back to a previous save.
Yeah.
I really
need to watch the Spider-Verse movies. Please do. They're so good. They're so good.
I really hope not all of our saves are broken. Otherwise, we'd have to speed through so much.
Yeah.
We spent 30 minutes chatting just now.
I mean, I can spend another 30 minutes talking about Spider-Man. You know,
okay,
it's a good show. Spectacular Spider-Man. That was a good show.
All right. Last time we opened
Can you share your screen with me, by the way?
Oh, you're so right. Now it's working for the second to last save, so we have to speed through people getting shot.
Okay. FNAF is what I call autism bait. Nice. It's so real. There's a really cool video. Real. Yeah, there's a really cool video that I saw a little while ago. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's basically this guy saying, okay, let's just, let's throw out all the sequels, all the novels, everything. Let's go back to the first FNAF game with only the information we can get from the first FNAF game. And let's see, all this time later, as an adult looking on it, what do I think the plot is about? And it's super cool. It's basically he has a lot of takeaways, but the big one that stuck with me was the way it's portrayed in the first game. It's less about who is the killer and the circumstances of why the person did the killing, and more about the corporate cover-up. And I think that's fascinating. I feel like that's an element of the FNAF lore that in later installments, they focus a lot less on is the corporate negligence, or rather they tie it more into the murder plot line of it's all tied together, as opposed to just corporations being evil and ignoring something heinous for the sake of their own profits.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're caught up to where the last save was, which was a choice. We went to go look for the bird, was it last time?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so we can go do that real quick. Bloodstained bird. Which means we go to speak with Yuya and the doctor, and they're both like, nope, we're totally innocent. And Ryota's going, huh? That's fucking weird. Then Nageki, we figure out he's a ghost, right? Volume 6 is missing. Nageki tells us where to find it. Then he disappears. Yep. Okay, we get the history. Transfer students. Medical center. Fire burned down. But that's where we learn Nageki died in the fire.
Evie says, I'm the same age as Pokemon and will probably always be the main special interest for the rest of my life for real.
Yeah, me with
Yeah.
Zelda.
Yeah. For me, so I'm like the number one Super Eye Patch Wolf fan in the world. um, so forgive me. So there's a Super Eye Patch Wolf video.
Uh-huh.
It's his video on Berserk, the manga. Amazing video. Definitely recommend it to anybody who is at all curious. And anyway, there's a part in it, for those who haven't seen the video, it's basically about him working through his feelings on his favorite comic that he's been reading for decades, the creator of it dying, and him trying to like figure out like how he feels and like how to process that. And he tells the story about how he got into Berserk. And he tells this whole story about how basically he didn't know much about it, but he knew that there was a community surrounding that comic. And the way he described it is he knew that they loved it in the way that he loves the things that he cares about. And like that wasn't like the point, you know, of like what he was talking about, but like I remember hearing that for the first time and being like, yes, that's the feeling. That's the feeling of being a little kid or like a teenager or whatever who's like somewhere on the spectrum and not fully understanding that yet, and knowing that there's a disconnect between how you process the things that you enjoy and how most other people do. And like that feeling of like finding other people that they love this thing the way that you love the things you care about. That's the feeling. And I don't know, that just always stuck with me.
Yeah, I mean, that what better reason to get into something other than like having an interest in the work itself? But apparently, he did have an interest in the work itself if it's his favorite comic. All right, I think we're almost caught up. So we could be the key to solving this mystery. You tend to rely on some invisible ghost. Is this new? This might be new.
I feel like we got to the end of this scene.
There are limits.
Yeah, like I think this is when I was like, okay, I gotta tag out, because like I saw the scene end and I was like, all right, I'm I'm out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Once spent some time looking for him in the library, couldn't find him. He's always found me. Oh, I do remember the "he's always found me" line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do we?
That's where we stopped.
Medical center seems like a good place to go now.
Forgot to mention Zelda in your autism pillar comment. Don't you worry, I got you covered, Evie. I mentioned it. Like, of course I love Pokemon, but like, Zelda is just gonna be stuck in my brain forever.
If you had to pick one Zelda game to play on stream, what would it be?
Ooh, Minish Cap.
Interesting.
I have a GBA emulator already, and Minish Cap is one of the least talked about Zelda games in my experience, but it's also one of my favorite Zelda games. So I think that'd be a really fun experience.
Mm-hmm.
If not Minish Cap, then Skyward Sword, because it's my number one favorite from there. But also, I really enjoyed Hyrule Warriors when I played it way back on the Wii U. I'd have to get another copy. I think it eventually released like a HD version for the Switch or something. So I'd have to get another copy. But the original Hyrule Warriors game was actually really good. Like,
in theory,
I'm not
if
really
you wait
Warriors
2 more
person in
console
general.
generations, then they'll probably, because right now the Virtual Console is doing GameCube games, right? So the next generation will probably start doing Nintendo Wii games, and then they'll probably start doing Wii U games.
Oh shit, whoa, I just need to wait like 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as established, you'll still love it 20 years from now.
I will. And my favorites might have changed by then, though. Yeah, Hyrule Warriors, I'm not usually a huge fan of the Warrior-style gameplay, but like there was so much, it felt like there was a lot of soul put into Hyrule Warriors because of how much they did to like reference other games in the series and bring it all together, and the way that they designed the characters' movesets was also really inventive too. It was just a lot of fun. But otherwise, Skyward Sword is my favorite because it's got like the biggest narrative focus, I think, out of most of the games. And I really appreciate that because the narrative of Zelda in general has always really hooked me. Despite how little of it there actually is in terms of the cutscenes, like, the adventure itself for a long time formed the narrative of the games. And that, hero's journey narrative is really cool. You have the story in Skyward Sword and has your favorite Link in Zelda. That's right! Skyward Sword Zelda, my beloved! Baby, you are my angel! But alright, we're going to the medical center.
Indeed. Where is it?
That's the problem. I'd never heard of it before.
It sounds rather large. I wouldn't expect it to be that hard to find. The record book said the fire broke out in the basement, and if the building was burnt to the ground, it would have said so.
It should still be here then.
Assuming it wasn't demolished, are there any unused buildings on the campus?
Unused buildings? Oh yeah, that old hall! Side note, I love Sakuya and Ryota in this. Like, love is a strong word. Yeah, but like, I love what they're doing with it. I love how...
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of investigative type stories, you have like the one character who's good at it and moves things forward, and then the character that's just like bouncing off of the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Persona is like so bad for that. And I do like that it feels like there's a fairly equal amount of each of them contributing.
Yeah, they often come to the same conclusion, like, at the same time as each other, which helps because, like you said, it's not just one person leading things along, it's both of them going, oh yeah, we both have functioning brains, let's use them.
Yeah, it's not like the previous protagonist of this, who's now dead, and I forget her name.
Hiyoko, thank you.
Hiyoko. It's not like Hiyoko where, like, in stuff like Yuya's story or whatever, she needs everything explained to her, she's just kind of there to react to stuff and be like, whoa! This is like, yeah, no, like, we have two characters who are progressing the story and figuring things out and moving forward, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, I also really like how it takes, like, some of the more, like, tame characters from the dating sim portion and puts them into the protagonist role, because now you get to see their personalities come out a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
To pick up, though, Old Hall.
That's what we call it. It's by the back gate, and it's not used for... What's wrong?
The school hasn't even been around for 10 years. What reason does it have for having an old hall?
Now that you mention it, that is kind of strange.
Come, guide me there.
This is it.
It doesn't really look like a medical center.
It's pretty much the same as the main building, yeah. Looks like the door's locked.
Then we shall break it down.
You're starting to sound like a delinquent, Sakuya. I like it.
What did I say?
Don't worry about it. Wink.
Yeah. We'd probably be suspended for breaking in here, but this is an emergency. We don't have a choice.
It's awfully dusty in here.
It has been left unused for 5 years. It appears that they didn't leave much behind.
Everything's empty. I wonder if they cleared everything out when they sealed the building? This all looks pretty much the same as in the main building.
Bah! Did we come here for nothing?
Let's look around a little more. Look, the door still has a sign on it.
Sorry, I guess it was a reference room. I didn't mean to click.
I do not relish the prospect of wandering about this mausoleum of schoolrooms, or mausoleum? Mausoleum of schoolrooms, but very well.
It's even dustier in here.
The shelves are marked with dates. Perhaps they once held medical records. There's nothing left now, though.
Speaking of dates...
Yeah!
And... Operation Hatoful.
Huh? Sorry, I guess it sounded like... Nani?
Oh my god. Delete this. Among the row of dates, sure enough,
is a shelf labeled Operation Hatoful. Empty as well. It would have been asking too much to hope to find anything anyway.
Operation Hatoful. I wonder what it is.
Who knows? Something put in place along with the human representative business, so no doubt it was nothing good. Is Operation Hatoful connected to this medical center? What if it's the source of the mystery we're tangled in now? My head hurts. The only things left are archaic medical journals. Huh?
It's the encyclopedia.
An odd place to keep one.
Wait, look at the volume numbers.
1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12.
What? Does this unpleasant arrangement hold some meaning?
I saw them like this in the library, too.
A bunch of old encyclopedias.
Yeah. Can I look at these for a little bit?
As you please. The ones in the library had the same binding, and in the place of Volume 9, there's an extra copy of Volume 6.
Look, this copy of Volume 6 has a library sticker on it.
Perhaps it came from the library, then.
Someone must have brought it here when the medical center was still open. They probably switched it with Volume 9.
An unpleasant piece of mischief, to be sure.
Yeah.
The other volumes all seem as they should. There probably isn't anything in the extra copy of Volume 9, but maybe we should go see if it came from here.
When we get back to the main building, let's go check the library.
Provided it isn't a mere waste of time. We leave the reference room and continue our investigation of the medical center.
Don't worry, Juice. You're playing game, trying to make as many words as you can in 60 seconds. You made the word yegg. I do not know what yegg is. Is that actually a word?
I just looked it up. It is.
Oh, what is it?
It's a burglar or safe cracker.
I've literally never heard that word. Wow.
Same.
You learn something new every day.
We've searched the entire first floor and have yet to find what we're after.
The stairs into the basement?
Apparently, the fire that closed this building 5 years ago started in the basement, but we haven't found it yet.
The elevator doesn't have a button for it either. How do we get in?
Perhaps we can't anymore.
Huh?
Look at that wall.
The wall?
It looks like a normal concrete wall to me. Don't you see it, stupid peasant?
What about it?
Think back to the building's exterior and the second floor. There shouldn't be a wall here. It's small, but there's a space behind there. It must have been sealed off after the fire. Now that he mentioned it, this wall is a slightly different color than the rest, which would make sense if it had been put in later.
So the stairs are beyond here?
It seems likely. Isn't this a bit much for cleanup of some fire?
We probably wouldn't be able to break this down.
If we can't get in there, I doubt we'll find anything more of use in here. At least we found that thing from the headmaster's documents again.
Yeah, let's head back. Did you hear something?
Yes, someone else just broke in here. This could be bad. We're in a dead end with concrete all around. We need to get somewhere with a window, fast! Run!
Yes!
Stop. Who is this?
Ah, it's here!
Wait, calm down, Kawada. It's small.
It's the Yegg!
It's our boy!
Oh, nice.
Nah, Angel is no yegg. So it is.
I don't know. He wanted to break into the infirmary.
Okay, but he didn't. You know, they already confirmed he wasn't there. Wink.
Mm. Oh, covered in blood. Okay.
The Luzon bleeding heart.
So it is too small to be a scarecrow.
Huh? Aren't you from 2-2?
I am the Crimson Fallen Angel, Angel! I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous around the school for being a nutcase, but what is he doing in here? Ugh, I think I'm going to have a headache. Textors Melodia Funeris!
Who, me?
Good for you, Kawada. He came all this way to give you a title.
It's not good at all, and nothing but trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Angel, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else, so come on, let's go back.
I am not allowed to rest, not until I have fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the pact of old, I must seal you here now, Textors Melodia Funeris, Undertaker.
Undertaker? If that's it, then, So the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now, Crimson Angel of Judica. Come! Oh, shit. Oh, shit! Bro!
They're recycling the music from the end of his route, too. You get to hear it this time.
Oh, god damn, though, bro. Ryota's got that vitality.
He does. I think they actually ported over our stats.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Angel, Crimson Fallen Angel appeared. Angel uses Dark Void Shockwave. You have to take 24 damage.
Okay, we got that. We got it.
Ryota's turn.
Okay. Alright. Oof. So, we have a few options here, right? So, Blue Moon Slash is pretty good because, like, I'm pretty sure it's got, like, a high crit rate, but Deathbringer is, like, you know, it has that, like, low chance of a one-hit knockout. I personally prefer going for the high crit rate, so let's go Blue Moon Slash.
Ryota unleashes Blue Moon Slash. Angel takes 78 damage.
Seize this jack acting, you wretched imbeciles!
Sakyo attacks! Ryota takes 260 damage.
Oh shit.
Ryota returns to his senses. Angel takes 295 damage. Angel is shaken.
Little bells don't fuck around.
They don't. He's slapping some sense into them.
Uh-huh.
I am shocked, Kawada, to think that even you would go along with that farce. What? He disrupted my territory! Oh, I got carried away by Angel before I even noticed. Influencing the very reality of his surroundings is a frightful power indeed. You, Luzon. What did you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you may be our prime suspect.
The battle only ends when one is on the ground. Look, Cookie, look, we're all friends here, questionably, but we're all friends here. We don't have to kill each other.
I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon spores.
A whole new variety of what the heck are you talking about?
Perhaps you could explain in normal Japanese. Your dialect is somewhat opaque.
I don't think it's just his dialect, Saga. Question, I know it may have already been explained, but why is everybody in the main, besides the main protagonist, a bird?
Well, Juice. So, the main protagonist, Hiyoko, is the single human attending an all-bird school. It's kind of hinted at before, but humanity has collapsed. In this specific route that we're on, they explain it's because the bird flu evolved to spread to humans and was incredibly fatal, to the point where humans tried to wipe out the birds with their own counter-plague. But all that did was cause the birds to evolve intelligence. Hundreds of years, not hundreds, I think it's like 100-something years have passed, and now birds are the dominant species. A lot of them still haven't quite yet adapted to being the intelligent species now. There's a lot of like more exotic rare birds that don't have normal human contact, which can't speak as well. But pigeons, for example, they evolved quite rapidly. And so now humanity is a minority amongst the world, and the tensions between the birds and humans have not always been good. There used to be a war between the humans and the birds. The birds won, but the remainder of the humans, some of them are not willing to live in peace with the birds, and some of the birds are not willing to live in peace with the humans. This whole route is caused by the human at the school, Hiyoko, getting murdered, thus triggering a whole hostage situation where these birds are going to be given up to the humans, technically to get back for killing a human, but really just to start another war. They're like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Kind of, yes. But alright, you can go ahead, my husband.
I don't think it's just his dialect, Sakuya.
The end is calling me. That is all. This is the cross I must bear.
He stares off into space as if gazing at something far away.
Maybe that basically means he's a thrill seeker?
So you are a moth allured by a candle's light, Luzon. No, I am stained in crimson, clad in night, unforgiven. My eternal blood seal calls me to purgatory. More crazy talk. It's not exactly a blood seal. That blood-stained chest is just the way Bleeding Heart's plumage looks.
Oh.
What is it, Kawada?
Blood-stained chest. Sakuya, do you think maybe the blood-stained stranger San saw what was...
Ugh! Angel, where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing? Battling minor demons of Ball and following the demon spores.
Could you rephrase that?
Rufa, the Tree of Blight, called out to me. He's asking you to say it with words, or using words we understand. Hollowed Magician of White, your anger now. It is the power of the demon spores.
I think it's the power of you, Angel.
I must compromise. I was in the place the ignorant many refer to as the infirmary. I knew it. I think we need to talk to you. Come. And so we left the medical center, Sakuya dragging Angel behind him.
Cuckoo! This one! This is the bloodstained stranger Oko-san saw!
That's that, then.
We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary? If I could, I would have. But only the Chosen One can stop the demon spores.
In other words, he didn't.
Useless. The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. However, Edelblau did venture within. Edelblau? Who is that? Explain in terms known to sane individuals, please. The Apostle of the Blue Sky, Edelblau! She also goes by Tosaka Hiyoko.
Oh. Hiyoko went into...
What?
Okay, there we go.
Hiyoko was in the infirmary yesterday after school? But the doctor and Yuya said that no one came and nothing happened. They're lying!
Oh.
No, not our sexy Yuya. Ah! Oh, okay. You're different from those peasants, Sakuya. You were chosen from the day you were born. You must remain conscious of this.
Yes, father.
We are the chosen ones. It is our duty to guide the foolish common folk.
Yes, father.
Look at them crawling in the mud. There is no value in their lives. Were it not for our compassion, they would die as miserably as they live.
Yes, father.
Their very blood is tainted. Their world is not yours. You must never speak with them again. Do you understand?
Yes, father.
To Japan? Yes, you'll be staying there for some time. Arrangements have already been made for your education. Remember, you must do such as to bring honor to our family, Sakuya.
Yes, father.
Also, Dr. Iwamine is in residence at the institution you will be attending. He is a prestigious doctor. It would not be exaggerating to say that our current glory is thanks in part to him. Do not disrespect him.
Yes, father.
Angel saw Hiyoko going into the infirmary yesterday, and then the door was locked. The doctor and Yuya must have seen her. What happened in there? They must both be lying.
Yuya has been helping us all this time, and I don't want to suspect him, but he's clearly been hiding the truth.
Could Yuya be covering for the doctor?
We don't know that for sure. The Mongol could be lying to cast doubt on Dr. Iwamine. Oh, it's not impossible, but from what we've seen so far, the most likely conclusion is that they're working together.
Sakuya, you were the one who said we needed to remove our biases. We need to solve this.
I am aware. I want to go confront them now, but with only Angel's testimony, our evidence is a little weak. They'll probably slip out of it again if we go now. They're both much more eloquent than I am, and they'll try to dodge the issue. Which means...
We need to search the infirmary.
Do you intend to go in without asking?
Yeah, the more stealthily we do it, the better, right? If the doctor finds out, he'll come up with a way of stopping us for sure.
Understood. I will go to the lab and keep them occupied while you search the infirmary.
Thank you, Sakuya.
A moment, gentlemen.
Mr. Leone.
I have something for you. Sorry for being late, I was somewhat delayed.
What are these?
The first is the massive key. It should
Nice.
open just about any of the simple locks in the school and as bright and massive as its owner. The other is a stun gun.
Oh,
If you need to
shit.
protect yourself, use it. You will have more use for those than I, Kawada. Hold on to them.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Leone.
You should write in the notes. No. We ride. Oh god, the timing on that. We ride, just
We
fall
ride.
straight by the window shattering. God.
The hour of judgment has come! You cannot use the Dark Tree's power here! Return to the void, Wallenstein! Well, he seems excited. I wonder what the doctor is doing. Being slandered by Mr. Higure, as you can see. Please stop breaking school property, Mr. Higure. I have returned from Judica to defeat you! As long as you live, calamitous sorcerer, the world will be wrapped in eternal despair! When he says things with such conviction, I almost find myself believing them. Please, that isn't funny. Yes. Come on, Higure, let's go back to the gym, okay? No! Stop! Do not throw me out like some wretched doll! I suspect he has suffered from megalomania since birth. Megalomania? Whatever do you mean? Delusions of grandeur. Eschewing societal standards, he lives his life in the midst of some bizarre fantasy. Perhaps it is genetic. Oh, there would be no helping it then, would there? He is unusually active in the destruction of his surroundings, especially given his physique. Internal prejudice is a terrible thing, I suppose. He is no doubt exerting to the limits of his capacity at all times. The most dangerous part of his ability is to bring his surroundings into his fantasy, though I seem to be less affected than you. And since, although I invited him to the school, I have yet to find a use for him, the whole thing has been nothing but a waste of time. Did you say something just now, Doctor? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Interesting.
Excuse me. Oh, hello, Shirogane. What's going on? Where did Kawada go? He is investigating another area at the moment. Only Dr. Imamine and Nanaki here now.
Still love this is the first time they gave the bleeding heart dove. Yeah, I do think that just visually, the bleeding heart of a Luzon is so striking. It's such a good idea to make that into a Chunin.
Isn't Sakazaki here? I think he's walking around to calm his nerves again. He's very brave to be out and about with that scarecrow on the loose. Not brave, just imprudent. Stupid mongrel. Stop pretending to be migratory and get back here so I can distract you. I want to occupy both of them if possible, but at least they don't realize that we suspect them yet. Just the doctor should be enough. Dr. Iwamine, I came here to ask your opinion of something. My opinion? I fear will not be of much use to you there. My body has never required me to visit the infirmary. I have not had much occasion to talk to the doctor since moving here, but I can read his expression perfectly well all the same. It says, I'm not telling you anything. Where is Mr. Kawara? Did you have a falling out? He did seem to be suspecting me based on nothing but his own prejudice. A pity. I agree, sir. To doubt someone based merely on one's own preconceptions is... Oh, that's a French word, isn't it? Believer-name?
Sir.
It's nonsense. That's right. I must be perfectly logical in all things. You are renowned as one of the most intelligent birds in the world, Doctor. I do not think that you could be involved in such a grisly crime as this. It is an honor to be so praised by the heir to the LaBelle family. Completely flat. Does he never speak with emotion? I hold a deep respect for you, Doctor. You might not be aware, but my father owes his life to your medicine. A few years ago, your work allowed the LaBelle family to continue on to even greater glory. Is that so? I had not known. I'm afraid that I know little of the fates of the drugs I develop. The life of but one bird may not be significant to you, but we of the LaBelle family will never forget. How wonderful. I take it your father is a figure of great respect. Of course! The family head must always be honored.
Evie says, I like Sakuya, but why must he be French? And there's actually a good explanation for that. Basically, so there's this anime called Orin High School Host Club. And I believe
that was the pick.
Having a French character is probably a reference to Orin High School Host Club.
I don't think that's it. I really don't
All
think that's
French
it.
characters in anime or manga or VNs are probably a reference to Orin High School.
Oh my god. More than likely, they chose French because he's a fantail pigeon and nobility, and in Japan, the perception of nobility is hugely influenced by France. There's a huge cultural exchange thing between France and Japan, and that's why so many classic shoujo manga focus on France period pieces and French nobility. It's just a thing in Japan. That is likely why they made him French.
Your explanation is probably the correct one, but mine is the fun one.
Oh. I'm correct. Ha! Ha ha ha! You may be fun in this one instance, but I'm right. All right, back into it.
It would seem that you hold your own biases even more dearly than Mr. Kawada holds his. Almost like the foundation of your very existence. I would rather like to see the expression on your face when that foundation collapses.
Hey, that's you.
Locked.
Has it been locked ever since that alarm this morning?
Don't worry about it, Evie.
The doctor went straight to the lab to begin the autopsy, and I think he's been with somebody else ever since.
Let's see. Maybe that massive thing Mr. Leone gave me will do the trick. Yes!
This room has always been a little creepy, but it's even worse in this dim light. I need to look for evidence that Hiyoko was in here, quickly. But where do I start? The longer I spend poking around in corners, the bigger the risk that I'll get caught. I need to remember, I've been in here a lot, every time I got sick.
Oh, shit.
What?
Turning his weakness into his strength!
This is to go
Is
even
Ryoko
further
the best
beyond.
protagonist?
Yes, actually.
Oh my god.
I've been in here a lot, every time I got sick. Where would the doctor hide something he didn't want anyone else to see?
Didn't he forbid his assistants from touching his desk?
It would seem he keeps his drawers locked tight.
You're up, massive thing.
Inside our medical records? He's probably supposed to keep personal information locked up, though I never really thought of him as the respectful type. There are only 4 files. The names are Kawara Ryota, Tosaka Hiyoko, Fujichio Nageki, and Shirogane Sakuya?
What?
I'm not surprised to see a file on me in here, but Hiyoko and Sakuya never had any reason to be in here, and
Fujishiro Nageki?
looking closely, Nageki's folder says St. Pigeon Nation's Medical Center on the side, while the others don't. And the data's from 5 years ago. Did he take this from the medical center? Since it's here, he must know something about the fire back then. Are the other 3 records from physical exams? They're full of strange symbols and numbers, and I'm not sure what they mean.
Huh?
Sakuya's has a second piece of paper in it. It looks like some sort of memo or...
Ugh!
A sudden blinding pain in the back of my head. I can't move. I fall unconscious.
Oh, I bet Yuya did that. Ugh.
I'm sorry, Yuya. You're so cool. Don't worry. I believe in you, Yuya. I'll ignore the red flags for you, Yuya.
His red flags were big, but his wingspan was even bigger.
You want to know a fun fact about Yuya?
Sure.
So the image that they chose for him is, of course, of a fantail pigeon, even though you can't see the fantail from the picture that they chose, because the pose that he's in is of the pigeon courting dance for fantail pigeons.
Nice.
He is constantly courting you whenever he's on screen.
Love it.
Where am I? I feel dizzy.
That's right. I was looking for evidence in the infirmary.
The medical records are gone.
Somebody took them?
I managed to get knocked out even with the stun gun Mr. Leone gave me. Darn it. I don't know who attacked me, but those records must have been important to get stolen away like that.
Ah, darn it. Why did I let myself get taken from behind like that?
I had our records. Even with those, it would have been hard to prove anything. Whoever attacked me must have been the criminal. They probably wouldn't leave anything, but maybe they missed a clue in here somewhere?
Huh?
I hadn't noticed earlier, but there's a card under the desk, in a corner I wouldn't have seen if I weren't on the floor.
This is Hyoko's student ID.
There's blood on the corner. So it wasn't dropped here by accident before she was killed.
It must have happened in here.
It looks like my doubts about the doctor are confirmed. But for some reason, I still feel unsure. I almost feel like this is too good to be true, like I'm being led along. If the doctor were behind it all, surely he could avoid casting so much doubt on himself. Just what is he after anyway? But I'm not worried about who is doing what and why. I'm worried about finding the one who did this to Hiyoko. I need to talk with Sakuya. So you think it would take a fair amount of time to cut a human up like this and distribute them into boxes, Doctor? Correct. Even if she were cut up last night and distributed this morning, it would involve a good deal of physical labor.
Sakuya?
You again!
Can we go to the maintenance room? I need to talk. We need to talk.
Very well. Mr. Shirogane? Yes, Doctor. Just as an aside, it would be impossible for one such as myself. Even with the knowledge and tools of a physician? Even so, I am not a particularly healthy person.
Not a healthy person?
Oh, the doctor is slightly impaired down his right side, you know.
He is? I never knew.
I was injured long ago. My right wing never fully recovered, though it rarely poses problems in daily life. A human corpse is heavy. It seems like a bit much to go dragging around with one wing, don't you think? Oh yes, it's all true. It's even recorded in the faculty medical records.
It is? I see. Thanks, I'll remember that.
I tell Saki about what I found in the infirmary as we head to the maintenance office. In meaning, Fujishiro Nagaki's records and the doctor have something to do with the medical center.
I think so, yeah. I wonder about the other records, too. Why you, me, and Hiyoko all together? Could that really be a coincidence? Did you go there often after you moved here or anything?
Not once. Nobility knows no illness. Yeah, I've never seen him sick, and he always seems pretty lively.
I hadn't known about the doctor's injury. Kind of a bad thing to find out now.
Bad? Because it is inconvenient to your theory? We must remain just. No harm can ever come from learning more of the truth. I guess so. Maybe it's because he's not very active or because he never leaves the infirmary, but I guess I've never really had a chance to notice his disability.
If he couldn't have done it alone, it makes it seem more likely that he was working together with Yuya.
Blasted mongrel. No good can ever come of his presence. He merely confuses the issue. Salutations. Were you gossiping about me?
Yuya!
What a pickle. I guess I'm the topic of choice among the boys as well as the girls now. Not that I mind.
Respect, by King.
Yeah, by King! Don't let it get to your head, mongrel. We weren't saying anything good about you.
That's right, Yuya. From your point of view, we were subjugating you to vile slander and ill gossips.
Ooh, you're very frank, Ryota. Nothing wrong with that. What kind of slander? Perhaps I shouldn't say, lest my fragile heart shatter like a maiden's crystal glass dropped by an unkind lover. It should be obvious what we were talking about from our faces alone, but he's completely relaxed. I doubt his heart is made of glass, though. Used tires, maybe? Something that is completely impervious to abuse. Your unsolicited presence saves us the trouble of looking for you. We demand answers from you. You lied. You met Tasaka in the infirmary yesterday. Did you kill her? So, you doubt me. I'd love to see your evidence.
We found her ID stained with blood in the infirmary.
You are duty-bound to answer. What did you see in the infirmary yesterday? And what did you do? Well, I can't tell you anything. Sorry. I can't say anything at all. Cease this foolishness. You know something, don't you? Do not attempt to dodge the...
on, you two! Oh shit, Ryota about to pull out the Glock.
The stun gun?
Yeah, I guess it'd be a hawk in this setting.
Ooh, such terrible timing. Nobody likes a man who can't read the atmosphere, Mr. Scarecrow. Is this the time for jokes? Run! Go! Ooh, Ryota seems to have left us in the dust. Maybe we should hurry up a little. Well, it doesn't look like it's noticed us. Guess it's not too keen on chasing people. Your idle flirtations sicken me, filthy mongrel. Shh. Do you want it to hear us? How about this? I'll go first and lure Mr. Beanpole Man towards the cafeteria. You head for the maintenance room while it's distracted, okay? You plan to act as a decoy? Don't think this will stop me from suspecting you. I wasn't asking you to. I've been your ally until now, so why stop now? Our ally? Anyway, run for it as soon as we're out of sight. Adieu.
Sakuya, you're okay. I was worried that maybe you got caught.
Indeed.
Isn't Yuya with you? We never got him to answer anything.
I do not know. He ran in the opposite direction.
We don't have much time left. I think the only thing to do is to get him to talk to us and then confront the doctor. He's been helping us this whole time, but I don't know if we can still consider him our ally.
Our ally. Indeed.
You've always been separated, right? So you don't really know how he usually acts, or if he'd be likely to do something like this, or...
How could I know? He and I live in different worlds. As my father said, I couldn't know.
I'm an only child, so I don't really understand siblings, but I think I know how you feel about him, Sakuya.
Do not make me repeat myself. He and I have no connection. But I want to believe that he is not my enemy. Looks like Sakuya isn't entirely sure what to think. The prime suspects are the doctor who aided his family and his own half-brother. If I were given the same situation, I wouldn't be as calm as he is.
Write in the notes. No, thank you. I don't need to save. I only save at the choices.
We should write in the notes and go talk to the doctor. Go find out exactly what happened in the infirmary. We figured out a lot of things, but there's still a lot that remains a mystery. It's 6 p.m. We don't have much time. Can we solve this and get out alive in only 4 hours?
All right, let's go, Saku.
Huh?
Sakuya?
Your friend already left, young one.
Huh? Why didn't you say so earlier?
He's planning to confront the doctor alone.
Writing notes, who has time for that? Not me!
Father is of the pure bloodline, and so his life is of the utmost value. By extension, the doctor who saved his life must also be valuable. I must not disrespect him, because that is what Father told me. My brother, born of a low father, is a worthless being. Though he looks noble, his veins flow with filthy, impure blood. I must not associate with those of low birth, because that is what Father told me. But I am no longer sure. What is blood? Why does it divide us so? Oh, hello again, Shirogane. Where is the doctor? He said he was going back to the infirmary. Maybe he forgot something there. Thank you. You're going after him? Don't you want any tea? Oh, well, be careful. He looked rather troubled. I hope he's all right. Doctor. Mr. Shirogane, you look quite fatigued. Would you care to rest for a little while? You're wrong, are you not, sir? Whatever could you mean? I wish to learn the truth. What did you and Sakazaki do? Which of you decided to kill Tosaka? That's not something to say without proof, Mr. Shirogane. But then, we have but little time left. Perhaps I shall explain things to you. I did not kill Miss Tosaka. This is the truth. Of course. How could I let myself be swayed by idle rumors? The doctor could not possibly carry out such an atrocity. Mr. Sakazaki did not kill her either. Which raises the question, who did? Sakazaki admitted that he was involved in the crime. He cannot possibly be. I merely said that he did not kill her. I did not say he wasn't involved. Of course, the same applies to myself. The two of you did not kill her, but were involved? Then, who did kill her? Oh, dear me. This won't do. Talking to you makes me feel like I'm about to fall asleep. I suppose these are the limits of a mere mongrel. What did he just say? Doctor, Could you be quiet for a minute, Mr. Shirogane? You bore me. You filthy, low-born mongrel. What are you saying, sir? I am not like Saka. You did well. Thanks to you, Mr. Kawada has found almost everything he needs. Just one more push and he'll be done. Thank you, Mr. Shirogane.
Yeah.
A glint of white steel. His left wing slowly traces an arc through the air. I'm dying. What did he say? Why was I left behind? I can't think. Huh? Sakazaki! Stop that, Issa. I told you not to touch my brother. Suddenly, Sakazaki Yuya blocks out the sun. Blood is spreading across the floor. I am unhurt? Who's... Your wing! Such beautiful brotherly love, Mr. Sakazaki. You were the real hero all along, of course. I only promised that I wouldn't tell other people. Not that I wouldn't tell him himself. Or that I wouldn't kill him. And after all that work, to steal the records from Mr. Kawada, too. Yeah, you've always been like this. A coward and villain to the core. Oh, such flattery. What are you doing, Doctor? Why? Why are you doing this? I told you, remember? You bore me. Now that you have helped Mr. Kawada as much as you can, I have no more use for you. Why should I put up with your babbling now that I am done with you? I do not understand, sir. What did you and Sakazaki... This is exactly what I'm talking about. I have no responsibility to explain to you. Goodbye, Mr. Shirogane. No! Don't move, Sakuya!
Sakuya!
Oh, Mr. Kawada. We were just discussing you. Yuya standing over Sakuya, blood running down his body. The doctor standing next to them. There is no question about what's happened.
Doctor, so it was you all along!
Was it? I wonder about that. Pull yourself together, Sakazaki. Say something! sure you'll enjoy a confession or two, so ask him all you want.
Wait, Doctor!
You...
The Scarecrow!
There you are, Labor 9. I was waiting for you. Come, let us go. Labor 9? Is that the Scarecrow's name? So he was working under the Doctor this whole time? Just a little more, Mr. Kawada. Do you think you'll remember soon?
Stop running away! You killed Hiyoko! I will never forgive you!
I'm glad you're so lively. That's good. I shall be waiting for you, deep beneath the surface. Chase me, Mr. Kawada. I reach out. I can't reach. The Doctor and the Scarecrow are gone? Don't go chasing after the beanpole man on your own, Ryota. A good man keeps his cool even in times like this.
I feel like you're watching an old early 2000s stuff listening to husband voice act.
I was holding back there. I wanted to do full, 1997 Spider-Man. Shocker! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth!
You know, I can't help but notice, I'm putting everything I've got into my line reads. Well, half of your lines for Ryota are like, Sakuya!
That's what most of Ryota's lines are.
But it's the tone!
I think you're also a lot more into the bird dating game than I am.
Aw, okay. Alright, fine. Whatever. Alright.
Look, it's campy, it's silly, it's goofy, it's fun. That's what I'm here for, okay? That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Do you want to do another conversation starter?
No, I want to go and witness Yuya's death.
Okay. I had a real good one, a real heater of one, but go ahead.
Too bad!
Don't speak, you're still bleeding! Oh, don't worry. Who the hell do you think I am? I'll be fine. I know my limits better than anyone else. I won't die to a little scalpel. Getting whacked with a cleaver would have been bad, but...
There are plenty of bandages here. Leone! Mr. Leone! I'll go get Mr. Leone! Sorry, husband is making me fear reality with showing something that I love and them phoning it in. Real.
Oh, yeah, you know, the thing you're doing to me right now?
Hey, man. Hey. Look, what are we, 16 hours deep into this? All right, I feel like I'm not phoning it in.
Or you're just tolerating it. Humph!
I feel like I'm having a good time. I'm sorry if I'm not having a good enough time.
Okay, you know what? If you're having a good time, then we're good. Then we're good. As long as you're still having fun.
I'm still having fun. Yeah, no.
All right. Well, now we can get that confession from Yuya. We've always wanted one, right, guys?
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's go.
Wait, Ryota, I have things to tell you. Can you wait long enough to hear my confession? Like the doctor said, there's no time to waste. So let me tell you everything I can. This might be our last chance. It's too late, Sakazaki. If you were involved, why didn't you tell us before? We had a deal. Of course, he broke it without a second thought. The doctor and I did not kill her. That is the truth.
But then why did he...
She died in this room. After school yesterday. That is also the truth. Then there was someone else. Yes. Right as always, Sakuya.
And that third person killed Hiyoko? Who was it?
sorry. I can't tell you that. I think you'll figure it out. I have to apologize to you. The doctor and I were the ones who cut her up.
So you stuffed her into those boxes?
It was the time. The doctor needed to be sure of when she'd be found. He decided morning would be given enough time for most humans to gather, or he decided morning would give time for most humans to gather. I suppose he probably thought putting her in the print boxes was funny too. The most humans? Why would? Looks like I've stayed on the fence to the very end. I didn't have the resolve to go either way. If only things had been a little different. I thought you said you'd be fine! Are you worried for me? I'm honored. Could you go outside for a bit, Ryota? We'll go to the maintenance office afterwards. Just for a little. I want to talk to Sakuya alone.
You have a new father now, Yuya. He has a beautiful mansion, and you'll be moving there tomorrow. But your new father says he doesn't want your brother. He says he can only feed you if you leave the egg behind. Mother is sad. He is her son too. I will go. I will throw my brother away, Mother. Give me the egg. The new father killed my father. I know he did. He killed him so he could take Mother from him. I waited until she laid a new egg. Until she laid an egg with the new father's child inside. I had hid him away in the mansion. And I switched them. So he will raise my brother as his own son.
Oh shit.
The new father hates me. But he will love my brother. He will give him nice food, and nice clothes, and a nice bed. My brother will not know. No one will know but me. I hate the new father. I took the new egg, and I smashed it.
Oh shit, Yuya. Infanticide type shit.
Anything for your little siblings, right?
Oh shit. Sunny side up, Yuya.
Oh my god. Sunny side up.
Oh shit. Bro's feeling a little bit fried right now.
You know what? A little after taking a scalpel to the wing.
Getting a little bit scrambled.
But
I've always thought that maybe I should have told you. The doctor did not lie. You're the same as me, Sakuya. We were never half-brothers. You are my real brother. Impossible. I am the heir of the LaBelle family. Father told me so. Everyone told me so. I was raised for no other purpose. I never told anyone that I'd switched the eggs. If Father found out now, he'd throw you away. I did it for you. No, maybe I didn't. Maybe I just did it to spite that man. And I killed the child he had with Mother. That was the cross that I had to bear. It was never your problem. I was happy just to see you living in luxury. You? Under what authority? None. You're right. I only ever listened to myself. But the doctor noticed. He must have realized. I guess I was doing what he said all along. Since I took your lineage. The fact that I killed the LaBelle, the other father's child, will never leave me. I've never been able to forget. If you're blamed for that child's death, you have to press on. You can't let it stop you. I always worried about whether I should tell you or not, and now it's too late. So, fool, to deny me my lineage now. I'm sorry, Sakuya. I should have told you long ago. I was never as sure of myself as you. If I am not of the LaBelle line, what am I? I knew you'd ask that. Straightforward as always. Leave this place, Sakuya, and think about it. Long and hard.
I'll think about you long and hard, Yuya.
Damn, I can't believe he's won you over.
He can have my eggs anytime.
Jesus Christ. Whoa, 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 whoa. Remember, we're not playing Hiyoko anymore. You don't have eggs.
Oh, shit.
Hi, Nashova!
Okay, Ryota's a
Welcome
cross-dresser. We
in!
can figure something out.
Oh my god. We're not from Ryota's POV right now, it's Sakia's POV.
We'll figure something
Oh
out.
god!
You have a lot more to worry about than just who your family is, after all. No, wait, Sakazaki! Stay with me! There's still much for you to tell me! It's been a long time since we talked this much. I talked to you every day when you were still an egg. Pull yourself together, Yuya! You can't leave like this! You said a little scalpel like that couldn't kill you! Ooh, I should apologize about that too. Remember the headmaster? That was nerve toxin. You mean that scalpel had? Go on, Sakia. Leave your liar brother and go. The doctor must have a way out of here. You are yourself. Never let anyone tie you down. Later, buddy. Yuya! Yuya!
Yeah, I was asking how you played Sailor Moon for the SNES. I posted a pic on your Discord. Ooh, thank you. I'll have to take a look when I'm done with stream. You came just in time to witness one of the major characters die in his brother's arm. I believe that is Body 4? Or sorry, Brother's Wings, yes. But I think that is Body 4 at this point in time.
Hiyoko, the headmaster,
The random
Yuya.
student.
Random student, you're right, yeah.
And now Yuya, goddamn.
It's 6 p.m. I haven't had much of a sense of time passing since the dome appeared, but it's already evening. The atmosphere in the maintenance office is tense.
The doctor said he'd be waiting deep beneath the surface. Does this building have a basement?
Certainly not one that appears in the official plans, but maybe.
Under the medical center? But that one's blocked off with concrete.
You actually have to go to bed, Nashoba? Tomorrow's your long day? Oh, good luck then. Get some rest, sleep well, and I hope tomorrow goes well for you. Thanks for stopping in while you had the chance, though.
It does not seem to me that the medical center is an entirely independent building. There may well be a path from this building into the basement there. Is there any way you might have missed something? Missed something? Or forgotten something? Somewhere I forgot to look?
Oh.
That's right. The encyclopedia from the library in the medical center. And the chronology in the medical records. I'd like to talk to Nageki again. You thought of something?
Yeah, I need to go check. Sakuya!
He hasn't spoken since what happened in the infirmary. I can't blame him. I know how he feels. Better to leave him alone. I know. I'm worried about it too. You're fading again. Where are you?
Nageki! There you are!
What is it?
I found out a lot about the school. And about you.
I see. I suppose you know who I am then.
Sort of, but... There are things I need to ask you. That's why I'm here.
The fire 5 years ago and the dome today? How are they related? Nageki must know something about the secrets this school holds.
You aren't
sorry.
really here anymore, are you?
My bad, sorry.
That might be so. Or it might not.
I saw in the school records, it says you died 5 years ago in an accident in the medical center.
I had become aware of that. I stopped my own clock here. That's why I could never leave.
You stopped your...
In other words, at the very least, I took my life through my own will. I am almost sure of that.
So you didn't die in the accident?
He hangs his head in silence. Looks like he can't remember everything from before he died.
I need a clue. There must be a basement under the medical center, and I need to get in there. Oh, that's right. The encyclopedia.
The encyclopedia?
You used to go to the medical center, right? Did you switch one of the encyclopedias from there with one here?
Why would?
Well, that's what I want to know. I guess I should just tell him.
Look, you know how the encyclopedias here are out of order? There are 2 copies of Volume 9 and no Volume 6.
The medical center has the same encyclopedias?
Yeah, there are 2 copies of 6 there, no 9.
How disorderly.
Yeah. Anyway, one of the copies of Volume 6 there has a library sticker on it. Someone must have taken it from here.
Switch the encyclopedias. Mr. Kawada, try reading this copy of Volume 9.
Looking's worth 1,000 spoken words, I guess. Huh?
This isn't right. It looks like just another book when it's closed, but...
It's a box?
It's full of files. Some sort of documents?
They're all from 5 years ago. There must have been...
What does it say? That one.
Let's see.
Operation Hatoful.
This is talking about using carrier individuals as biological weapons to fight humans?
It has the same title as the file in the headmaster's office. But I never expected anything like this.
It's all coming together. Meaning, this school has been being used for biological weapons development for at least 5 years. 2180
2180.
new strains of Sumatera influenza isolated. 2183, a new strain has been isolated from Fujishiro Nageki. It is lethal to humans and has been named the Charon virus. It has entered research at St. Pigeonation's Medical Center. Charon? Oh, sorry.
The Karen
I think is actually what it's supposed to be.
virus? Humans I met would always get very sick.
Are you remembering something?
Yes, I think so. I think I was the one who brought that book here. The birds with me in the medical center often did secret things in the reference room. I wanted to tell someone important what was happening at the center. What was it? My family? It must have been my family. That's right. I burned. I had to disappear. Why didn't I notice? Did I need your help to see it?
He paces nervously in circles, rambling on to himself.
If you've realized something, it would help me to know what it is.
I remembered what happened here 5 years ago. I can't remember my parents' faces. I lived in an orphanage with other birds my age since before I could remember. I never thought much of it at the time, but apparently everybody there was a war orphan. But I did not resent the humans who had started the war. I did not care. I thought that living with other chicks and no parents was as natural as could be. One day the endless routine was broken and some humans broke into the orphanage. They had guns and kept shouting, "Free humanity, free humanity." I think that's what they said. They barricaded themselves in our house and killed us one at a time. I was helpless. I could only hide in the corner and weep as my family was killed before my eyes. I don't know how much time had gone by since they came. When I looked around the silent room, they were all collapsed on the floor. Birds had come to save us. They had come and killed the evil humans. That is what I thought. But
You have been granted great power. You are one of the chosen few.
I left the orphanage with my once remaining sibling, and we lived in an apartment. But I was weak and couldn't go to school or get a job. I was nothing but a burden. And then I received the invitation.
We wish to welcome you with a special treatment. How would you like to study at the world's foremost avian school? We'll provide anything you need, anything at all. There is a hospital and school grounds. We'll provide a room for you to live there. You shall receive all the care you require.
I was living with my brother. I did not want to leave him. But if I continued to live with him, I would only hold him down. He was happy to hear that I would have a chance to improve my physical condition. And so I enrolled in St. Pigeonations. I was still weak, and so I often stayed in my room. I had no friends, but I was not unhappy. The nurses and the faculty were all very kind to me. And then early in my first summer vacation, the doctor made a proposal to me. This vacation is the perfect opportunity. Would you like to undergo intensive treatment? You have to stay inside for some time, but by the end of the summer you should be as healthy as any other bird in the school. And so began a long summer in the underground facility. First, a routine of daily examinations and numerous medications. And then the experiments began. Experiments to kill humans. A human would be brought to me. They would struggle and gasp, and then with a last painful sigh, they would stop moving. I knew why I was brought here. Living in my body was a virus deadly to humans in a matter of minutes. My parents, whose faces I never knew, were killed by humans. Everyone else in the orphanage was killed by humans. And in return, I killed another human with each experiment. Simply by standing in the same room as me, by breathing the same air as me, they would collapse. I couldn't stand it. I had no reason not to hate them, but watching them die in front of me shaved away at my heart, little by little. And so I decided to end it all. I had only one wish. I wanted to disappear from this world without a trace. The Karen virus. A deadly guest that made its home in my body. That is what they called it. No doubt they were searching for a way to destroy humanity with that virus.
That was Operation Hatoful?
Yes. That's why I burned it all 5 years ago. There should have been nothing left, but I am not here. But maybe, just maybe, there's still something left somewhere. And I can feel him close by. Mr. Kawada, are you going to the basement?
I don't have a choice. To find a way out of here alive, and to find out why they killed Hiyoko, I need to ask the doctor.
I see. That encyclopedia. What else is inside?
Oh.
Yeah, my guess on what the plot is that the idea is they're killing Hiyoko as a way to like trigger the like, oh no, the humans are all gonna like come and try to kill all the birds and start another race war. But then, surprise, once all of the humans have amassed, they're gonna unleash the Karen virus to fuck up the humans and end humanity.
Mm-hmm. We'll see how that pans out. A piece of paper folded up along with the files. This is
A map of the medical center?
When I was there, I went in through the medical center, but it must connect to the main building somewhere near here.
That looks like the gym. So those stairs are...
I believe it is in the chemistry preparation room. The researchers often went in there. The doctor is beneath the preparation room?
Thank you, Nageki. I have to go.
Yes. I think you'll be seeing me again, and Miss Tosaka as well.
Oh.
Let's go. It's picking up.
A staircase in the preparation room? I've never noticed one. I wonder where it could be.
If the Scarecrow went down there with the doctor, it would need to be a pretty big opening.
We'll have to go and look.
7 p.m. already. We only have 3 hours until we're overrun with bloodthirsty humans. We don't know for sure if there's an escape route in the basement, but it's our best bet. Maybe we should get every birdie from the gym to come with us as soon as we find the stairs.
Leave that to me.
Mr. Leone!
I'll take care of the other students. Don't worry, I'm not a massive agent for nothing. Well then, thank you, Mr. One.
You aren't going with him, sir?
I'm going to come with you, Kawada. We never know what could happen.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I am your homeroom teacher, after all. You've done such a good job so far. I want to be there to help you if things get dangerous.
What about you, Sakuya?
You two, go ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Alright. Okay. We're going to get out of here together, okay?
Too much has happened today for both Sakuya and me. I don't know what's on his mind and he doesn't seem interested in telling me, but if he wants to be alone, that's for the best.
I guess it's the two of us then, Mr. Nanaki. If something bad happens, one of us can come back and warn you, and the others, Mr. Leone.
Understood. Commence Operation Breakout it is then.
Not so fast!
Nice.
Angel?
What does he want now? We don't have time for messing around.
Textoris Melodia Funis, you travel now to the Abyss of Despair, do you not?
The Abyss of Despair?
I sense demon spores far greater in power than even those released by the Tree of Blight. I cannot allow you to face the Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein alone.
Wallenstein guy is a doctor, right?
Okay,
We're coming for you, Wallenstein!
Wait, Angel, we need to be careful! Wait!
Oh, he certainly is lively. Let's go.
Alright, let's take a quick intermission. I've got a question I'd like to ask.
All right. What's up?
What dateable character in a game do you wish was not dateable?
Rune Factory 4 Amber.
Tell me about Rune Factory 4 Amber. I'm not familiar.
So the gimmick of the game for the first arc is that you have to go to each of the dungeons, and in each dungeon there's a special monster that you fight at the end. And wow, surprise! The monster is actually a person, but they have monster parts from having been turned into a monster. And so they don't have any memories of like what happened to them before they became monsters or anything like that. However, all of the ones that you can save are romanceable characters. Amber looks like she's like 14.
Yeah, I see.
She is visibly shorter than the protagonist. And she dresses in very cutesy girly clothes and has high-pitched voice acting and often is like very like airheaded ditzy girly type thing. She's I get it. Rune Factory is trying to appeal to both people who are like younger and older with most of the time that they have their stuff to make like they make most of the characters ambiguously young adult, but they still often have like a younger one, and in modern Rune Factory have an older one, so that way they can hit all like demographics. But oh my god, Amber Rune Factory 4 is just way too much like a kid to be excusable for me.
I get that.
Tree of Tranquility Luna is another one that I agree with, because she was also one of those, like, she was very short, She was the frilly fashion focused one, and like her personality is actually like way better than Amber's, in that she is a tsundere who's kind of mean. Like she's the aggressive one and the business minded one of the two sisters who run the fashion shop in that game. So, like, the older sister, who is the shy one, is the one who's the seamstress, while she's the one who researches new styles and does all the shop handling stuff. Or, sorry, Luna's the one who does all the shop handling stuff and researches new styles and is very business savvy. So, like, they gave her the adult personality of someone, but they still made her model so short and dress, like, solely in, like, frilly clothes, which obviously makes her look like a kid. Like in Animal Parade, the sequel game, they did give her a taller model. And outside of her being able to date the protagonist, like I actually really enjoy the relationship that they give her with her intended rival love interest, because they're both tsunderes. So they basically like just tsundere at each other until they fall in love, which is really funny to me.
Nice.
Yeah. So like Luna, I like a lot more than Amber personally.
Okay. My pick is on Persona 5.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, big agree. I still can't believe that they put her chance to date her right after she gets told I love you by her best friend. Like, huh?
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Quote, best friend.
Yeah, quote unquote best friend.
Yeah. Enough said.
Atlas,
God.
I do still love the Persona games, but every time I talk about Persona, it's like, damn, if only Persona was a good game.
Yeah, that really is Persona. Like, there's so many things that it does where it's like, oh, this is like a cool idea. I can't wait to see where they take this. And like, it's like a 50-50 shot that where they take it is somewhere that I'm happy that it was taken to. It's like, oh, Kanji's like questioning his sexuality. I'm curious where they're gonna take this, and I did not like where that was taken.
Free in Persona 5 is Futaba, Evie. Oh my god, you're so right. You're so right.
Yeah. When I played Persona 5, I was like, okay, I'm gonna roleplay my character as like Aero Ace. You know, like let's see if the game will actually let me do that, because previous Persona games have really leaned into the whole like horny teenage boy trope. And so it's like, okay, like let's see if there's like if it forces me into any scenarios where of that. And there, other than the one where like your friends like call a maid service, and you get roped into it, which is very easy to write off as like you're not about it, but like your friends are just jackassing around. It's pretty good about it for the most part.
For the most part, there are a lot of the female social links are still written with the whole like, yeah, they're falling in love with you very obviously, even if you eventually say no, I'm not going to take the confession or do a confession. But like at least you still have the option to say no, actually I don't want to date anyone.
Playing Persona 3, the original Persona 3, or I played Fast, not original, but you know, when you weren't allowed to decline, it's just if you max it out, then you get together. Oof.
Yeah, I did not like that about original Persona 3, or sorry, Persona 3, Persona 3 Fest. Like, those are the biggest weaknesses of the game for me, honestly. Like, I can take the lame social links that are like half of the social links in that game, but not being able to be friends with any of the girls, like being compelled into romance is like, oh my fucking god.
Yep.
No,
all right, that was my intermission conversation.
Good conversation starter. You hate being forced into the harem route if you want to see all the girl stories. Yeah. Luckily, Reload at least gives you the option to say no. They didn't include Fess's extra content, though, other than his DLC that's paid. Oof.
What I liked to do in Persona 3, and this is a cold comfort, I'm sure, but like the way that like I made it like not as bad for me was I imagined it that. So Persona 3, the way that you get the most points is by just telling people what they want to hear as opposed to what they actually need to hear. And I think that that's super interesting because if you lean into that, it characterizes Persona 3 protagonist as somebody who's like a yes man to a fault, like as somebody who will like just goes along with whatever the person near him wants, you know? And like I think that that's an interesting character in a sense because Persona 3 has a lot of themes of identity and self-discovery in a way that even frankly I think Persona 4 kind of fails to. Um but I think that like if you look at it from that lens, then it turns into kind of an interesting thing of like, yeah, no, he just goes along with any time a girl confesses to him. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll go along with it. Yeah, sure. Because that's just what he does. He always just tells people what they want to hear.
I agree, but except the yeah sure is not like I'm a yes man. I'm hyping you up. It's yeah sure. I don't care.
Sure.
It's just like that's the only thing to me that really is like I would clarify about that. But yes,
Yeah, it's the take is the big thing though, because like that's how I like looked at the character and interpreted the character. I feel like most people don't play Persona like that. They play it as like, yeah, I'm going to play as the cool protagonist character, but it's going to be me playing the character.
mm-hmm. Yeah, Persona 3's protagonist has like the least quotation marks amount of personality in his dialogue choices, but that's because all of his stuff is meant to be like he's a depressed bitch who's only got a year to live and starts the game like very much like, yeah, okay, I can die. Woo! Mm-hmm. Yeah, Makoto's I don't care type, that's how deep into his depression he just rose along with it. And like he eventually comes to like appreciate living and all that it comes with it as the game progresses. And so I think that is a ton of character. It's just like compared to Joker Persona 5, who's got the shit-eating grin option in like all of his statements ever. Like his personality, Joker Persona 5, is a lot more evident than Makoto's personality.
I remember when we were talking to your siblings that one time, and I was talking about like different RPGs and how like I really don't think of the Persona games as games that have good, actual, meaningful roleplay options. And I forget exactly what the lead-in was, but basically I started comparing it to like BioWare RPGs and how like around that same era as Persona 3, like, you know, people go feral for like, you know, oh, Persona 3, you know, protagonist, like he has a recurring line where he can just say, I don't care. It's such good characterization because it shows his depression. It's like, y'all are getting excited about a character being able to say, I don't care. Let me talk about Knights of the Old Republic, where like you'll be put in a situation and you don't just get options to say yes or no. You get to say like yes 3 different ways, each way spelling out a different ideology for why you're saying yes, and 3 separate no's, each of which have their own ideologies for why you're saying no. Like that in my mind, right? Like in my mind, that's like actual role play options. You like there's more meaningful ability to spell out character motivations and why you're trying to do what you want to do, and other characters will react in accordance to that.
Yeah, I mean, like I think at least when I've seen people talk about the repeated I don't know or no, I don't know, I don't care options for Persona 3, it's more like that's not something you see in like other Persona games. So that stands out because like that is a method of characterization retroactively that actually ends up being very interesting when you put it into perspective with the rest of the series.
Yeah, Evie says, I never roleplay as the MC in a Persona game. I treat them as their own character. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it, honestly. Like, it's rough because a lot of Persona is very, like, wish fulfillment-y. So, like, it is in part supposed to be, like, you project yourself onto them. But I feel like what you do, Evie, is, like, it leads to the most meaningful... it leads to the most meaningful experience because I think that it is more fulfilling to try to figure out who this character actually is and play them accordingly, as opposed to just solely projecting yourself.
No, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
My choice in who I romance usually ends up being biased by my own tastes, but like other than that, I normally just treat the main character as the main character.
Yeah. Evie says, which is why I almost always go for the default names. Fun fact: the first Persona game I ever played was Persona 4, and I was going to put in my own name for Persona for the character, because it asks you to put in last name, first name, and I'm not going to say what my actual real life last name is, but like, for example, let's say my last name is Johnson, right? Like, just let's say my last name is Johnson. I spelled it out, and it was one letter too long to fit in the default like section given, and I didn't notice that. So when I put in the N, it went into the first name box, and then I hit next because I thought it would take me to like the first name box. And so my character became named Johnsa for given name N, lowercase n. So characters would call me like N-kun. And so they like, Johnsa, N-kun. And it was funny. I was like, I'm just going to roll with this. I could restart this game, but like I'm going to roll with it because it's funny. And then like a couple years later, a friend of mine did the same goddamn thing.
I remember hearing about both these stories.
Yeah.
I knew, because I was a weeb. Just like Evie. Also, Cookie, you mentioned Golden is in your backlog. You might not have to play Golden, depending on when you ever get around to it, because like we're getting another remake. I don't know when Persona 4 remake or reload or something. They came up with a pun. Rerun?
I would love to know how many Persona game remakes we get. Just remakes. Before we get Persona 6.
Revival. Thank you, Cookie. But at this rate, we're getting Reload and now Revival, and then like I assume we're not counting the expanded editions, because those aren't remakes. They're just like the base game but with extra added on top.
Like, I would count if you have to buy it again, right? Like there's Persona 5, and then there's like the Persona 5 Reload or whatever it was. Royal, thank you. Persona 5 Royal. I would count Royal as a remake in this case.
Really? Even though like 80% of it is the same?
Re-release? New edition?
Edition, I think.
Okay, yeah. I would love to know how many times we're just getting a Persona game that we've already gotten, but like, like it's not a new Persona game. It's not truly a new Persona game. It's not a new numbered
When
entry.
are we starting the timer to count down to Persona 6? Are we just going from
First
Persona 3
time
onwards?
that the very first edition of Persona 5 released.
Okay, well, after Persona 5 release, we got Persona 5R. Do we count the spin-off games of like Strikers and stuff like that?
Good question. I would not count spin-off games because they are technically a separate thing.
Okay, so we got Persona 5R, then we got Persona 3 Reload, so also Persona 3R, and then they've announced Persona 4 Revival. And I think that's it.
Okay, all right.
Because the Persona Q games are also entirely like fresh stuff,
Yeah.
like they're their own technical things.
Same for
Hi,
like
Riley.
the dancing games.
Welcome in. We're talking about Persona. Yeah, we're talking about Persona. We got sidetracked. My husband asked me a question about, it was originally who do you wish was not dateable in dating sims? And then we just kept on yapping from there. Eventually we got onto the topic of Persona. Strikers is technically a sequel game because the characters are a bit older, but it's not like a mainline Persona game, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not Persona 6, which is what he was talking about. It's its own, It's kind of like cut off into its own corner. And Akechi and Sumire don't exist in it, so it's like, damn it. Persona
new
5
a new
Tactica is another
numbered
spin-off.
entry.
Oh yeah, then we got the gacha game. That's its own thing too.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so far we have 3 like remake release edition things, but they have been doing more original stuff than originally expected.
Yeah, I for one do not support gacha.
I love them, but I can't play them because I spend money on them.
It's gambling.
Gambling! Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. You know, sometimes I don't remember how bad it was to play Love Live School Idol Festival until I see people talking about the good old days. And by the good old days, they mean actual absolute hell, because there wasn't something as simple as a pity mechanic for a long time. So, like, whenever I went crazy trying to get my favorite girl and her cards, that genuinely was just me sitting there throwing money at it until it worked.
Yeah,
It was bad.
I mean, not to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! On main, but genuinely a thing that I appreciate about Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is that, yes, you can buy the currency to get card packs, but, like, you get so much by just playing the game that you don't actually need to worry about that to have, like, a really good experience. And that, like, you don't need opening packs isn't the only way that you can get cards in the game. You can also just very easily just craft singles by breaking down the cards that you don't want.
Yeah, that kind of thing is like the platonic ideal of a gacha game where like you can spend money but you don't have to in order to actually enjoy it. Like
Yeah,
I'm fine with like
obviously,
little monthly passes or whatever, like the $5 ones. That's fair. That's fine.
Sure.
I spend like $15 a month on Final Fantasy XIV and I don't regularly log in anymore just because I'm so tired most days that I don't have the brain power to do the things I enjoy.
Yeah, no, like I think that like there are ways of going about doing it. Obviously, I would rather there be zero gacha because I think it's just an industry that I don't support, but like, you know, if you're going to include it, like I think it's better to include as like an extra thing you can pay for, but really don't need to. It's really, really just if you have money to burn and want a bit extra, you can. And it's like, okay, well, I'd rather there be none of it, but if you are going to include it, then like that's how.
Exactly. Yeah, I think we agree on that front. What characters do I like in each Persona game? Ooh, very good question, Riley. For me, I usually end up liking whoever has, in my opinion, like the strongest character arcs or like, you know, the most interesting themes for their writing, etc. Like, for example, Persona 3, I really enjoy Yukari and Mitsuru. I think it's great that they get so much focus throughout the game and they're allowed to like have really messy, complicated feelings about things that they end up supporting each other throughout that process. But I genuinely love all the main cast of Persona 3 because they all get writing like that. If we jump to Persona 4, there are some people who get all of the writing and then like 80% of the main cast just doesn't after a certain point.
My favorite game by game, Persona 3, it would be Yukari. Persona 4, it'd be Naoto. Persona 5, Makoto, but not really. I liked her early stuff, and then I just didn't enjoy her social link that much.
Oh my god, her social link sucks ass!
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bad!
It's like, initially, I'm like, oh, okay, I like this character a lot. We can be best friends. This is going to be my bro, Makoto, Brokoto. Let's do it. And then, like, the social link just did not hit for me.
It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Like, I get the idea, give the strict stuck-up person, like, an actual friend, and then, like, have her go through those experiences of, like, oh my god, my friend is, like, making horrible decisions. How do I fix that? But, like, it's just paced so poorly, and then it's so obvious that, like, how it's going to end with Makoto, you know, going in and being like, fuck your boyfriend, I hate him, you know?
Yeah. I want to say that An is my favorite character, but I feel hesitant to do so for the same reason why I hesitate to say that Tifa is my favorite Final Fantasy VII character, you know?
You don't want to get lumped in with those guys.
Yep. Same reason why I don't want to say Gardevoir is one of my favorite Pokemon. Like, you just... I don't want to associate with the reputation that those fans have. And then Metaphor isn't a Persona game, but I'm going to include it anyway. My favorite Metaphor character is Haizme.
Solid pick. For me, Persona 3, it'd be Yukamitsu, both in terms of the ship and also just in terms of their individual characters. Persona 4, Risei all the way, baby! But I also am a big Naoto fan. And then Persona 5, I would definitely put On up there, not because of the writing that the game gave her, but because I see what they wanted to do with her and I go, yoink, you're mine. I will save you from the writers who don't know how to handle you. In terms of like actual characters from that game, unfortunately, the overall Persona 5 cast, I'm incredibly mid on it. There's really just nobody who got me like people got me in Persona 3 and Persona 4.
Yeah.
So I will say On, but I unfortunately don't like her as much as I like the others.
Yeah. Other reason why I like Heisman, I'm seeing that there are some people in the chat who haven't played Metaphor yet, so I'm not going to get into specifics, but reason why I like Heisman, Metaphor, Atlas games in general have a thing where...
Yeah.
Yep, you know exactly. Just the tone that I started that with.
I know where you're going.
Okay. Hear me out. So Atlas games tend to have a thing where they will introduce something like an ideology, a plot point, a character, which is extremely progressive, right? Like whether it's ideas of like tear down the current political system and replace it with a new one, or like kill your abuser, you know, shit like that, right? They will introduce something where it's like incredibly like, oh, that is not the thing that is socially acceptable, right? Maybe you agree with it, maybe you don't, but like it is very much pushing a view or a belief that is very much countercultural. And that is super cool to me. And then they 95% of the time walk it back by a lot, back to the point where it is socially acceptable again, right? Like you can have a main character who's gay, except he's not actually gay. He was just considering that he might be gay, but he's totally not, right? You can have a character who's canonically transgender, except they're not actually canonically transgender. They don't actually prefer like, you know, using pronouns that were not assigned to them at birth. It's just that they don't like misogyny. And that's bold, I guess. You know, shit like that. Anyway, Metaphor, I feel, does that more than any other game. It has a shitload of things where it's like, yeah, eat the fucking rich. And then they'll resolve that plot line by having a character say, actually, if we steal, then that's just being part of the cycle of violence. We should just get jobs instead. And it's like, man, what the fuck? All right. And so all this to say, the reason why Heisme is my favorite is because they don't do that shit with Heisme. Not because they land the like really like out there more progressive like thing, but because like they don't start doing that. His storyline is very, very much focused on something else, and it's not something that they need to walk back lest they offend anybody. So it lands exactly where they managed to like stick the landing on that story in a really, really awesome way. And he has a cool introduction, and he has a really cool like purpose in the plot. I like Heisme, sick ass design. Go Bat Dad.
You're so ready to shill for him. Let's go, Bat Dad. Metaphor is
the father
also
I
stuck
never
in the
had.
backlog. Cookie, you need to stop playing 100-hour JRPGs if you want to ever get through your backlog, I say, despite also having several 100-hour JRPGs on my backlog. Haven't played Persona 4, but Yukiko is already your favorite. I loved Yukiko when I was younger. It's just unfortunately she doesn't really get like a lot of screen time as the game goes on. I feel like she gets pretty underutilized, and it's such a shame. But I know there's a lot of people who will still ride or die for her, so give her a shot. But I think that's enough of a Persona tangent. It's back to our pigeon game. Back to getting underneath the school to find out the truth of what happened to Hiyoko.
I think this is the first time I've been in here. It's kind of bland.
Yeah. Not a very friendly room, but not distasteful either. This place is flooded with demon spores. Any good bird would normally avoid it.
Can you think of anything, sir? Like a hidden door or...
I don't come in here very much, so... Do you feel a draft?
A draft?
There are no windows in here. It must be coming in from the basement. Be silent, my crimson breast! We must hold it back, or the eulogy of doom will... Gate of Erebus, guide me to the abyss!
Wait, calm down, Angel. You can't...
After that long tangent, can't wait for the Hatoful Boyfriend finale tomorrow. No! It's tonight! I swear we're almost there!
I mean, we'll see. We'll see if we get to it in the next, hour or two.
Nah, 2 hours.
Okay, I think I can go 2 hours.
Come on, you gotta lock in!
I'm trying. Okay.
Oh, there it is. So it was behind the mirror all along.
He's a lot more clever than he acts, isn't he?
Even if he does spout nonsense whenever he opens his beak. Let us proceed, Textorus Melodia Funis. The master of the abyss awaits us below. A long, dark staircase winds downwards behind the mirror. How far does it go? The basement itself should be pretty big. This is sort of like the entrance into a subway tunnel.
Let's go.
Very impressive.
This is a lot fancier than I expected.
I never knew this huge place was underneath the school. This facility's been used for research to kill humans since the school was founded. Hiyoko, none of us ever knew. We lived our carefree lives with all of this going on beneath our feet. I don't see any birdie. I wonder if it's closed now.
Yeah, it's clean and orderly, but I don't get the feeling that it's still in use. There was a fire somewhere down here 5 years ago, and since then the whole facility's been shut up.
I suppose they froze whatever project they were working on.
Hey, Angel, which way do you think we should go to find the doctor?
That would be... My crimson breast murmurs! The Midnight Hunter approaches!
Couldn't you have said so earlier? Fuck him up,
Oh,
Ryota.
dear.
Get that stun gun.
If we don't get past him, we can't go on. We cannot reach Wallenstein without first defeating his dark servant. This trial cannot be avoided.
But all we've ever managed to do is run away from this thing. How can we...
We can't get anywhere just by running away. Do we have any sort of weapon?
A weapon? I do have the stun gun Mr. Leone lent me. Will it even work on a scarecrow?
Maybe not at normal output, but it looks like a living creature, so I doubt it would be completely unaffected. The Midnight Hunter is a hound bred from the Black Void. We must purify it with holy water. Oh, yes, that's a good idea.
What? What did he even say?
There's a fire hose on the wall there, if we time it right. Mr. Nanaki wobbles towards the wall and pulls out the hose.
Of course!
Ready? He points the the hose at the Scarecrow and opens the valve.
Angel, sir, get back!
I set the stun gun to maximum and hurl it at the Scarecrow. It collapses with an unpleasant noise. Its electrified metal arm twitches for a moment, but then it's still.
Fuck yeah, we did it!
Electricity is a powerful thing indeed.
That was some teamwork right there.
The thunderous voice of doom. Judgment has come!
There's no way I'm gonna regret this. That was awesome.
Gee, what is there to regret, huh?
Goodbye, Mr. Scarecrow. Onwards!
Weak to electricity? Yeah, I mean, most machines are weak to being short-circuited, right?
Disgraceful. What am I doing here? The bell is not allowed hesitation. No. I have not even the right to claim that restriction anymore. Yuya. Foolish. No, not ish at all. I am a fool. I have been pampered my entire life, while in my shadow he crawled along under the weight of a crime of which only he knew. I've been nothing but vain and selfish.
That you're off to bed. Have a good night. Oh, thank you for sticking around while you had the chance, Cookie. I hope you enjoyed what you could see of Hatoful Boyfriend. We spent like almost an hour yapping and just an hour playing the game. I'm so sorry. I swear we'll get through it.
What should I do, Yuya?
Cuckoo! It is Sakuya! Sakuya is here!
Leave.
Oh shit.
No one wanted you to come here.
Cuckoo! Everyone is leaving. It is a grand, daring escape. Cuckoo! Sakuya will find Ryota with Oko-san. Away we go!
Shut up. Don't talk to me.
Coo? Sakuya weeps.
No, I do not. It's raining.
Cuckoo! Is Sakuya in pain? That is bad. We must do something about it. Cuckoo! Oko-san has used Healing Touch.
Confound you! Must I repeat?
Cuckoo! Oko-san knows. Oko-san heard that Yuya has gone somewhere far, far away. We will never see him again.
So they told you.
Coo! Do not worry. If we cannot meet him, we need only chase after him.
Do you have any idea what you're saying? Death is not a good place to chase someone to. No doubt the older breeds have no concept of death. Chase Yuya into the grave? What kind of fool would?
Coo! Oko-san knows. The earth is a ball, so if we run far enough, we will find him.
What foolishness. Speaking with mongrels makes my head hurt. Except I'm a mongrel too. Poor mongrels who do not notice even their own error, that is.
Cuckoo! Oko-san is not a mongrel. Sakuya, Yuya, and Oko-san all have their own wonderful names. Names more important than any breed.
Is that your argument? That isn't even. You are yourself. Never let anyone tie you down. I am myself.
Cuckoo! It is time to go. Oko-san and friend are late. Cuckoo! Kick Raisin to the curb. Time to blast out of this prison and find Yuya.
Oko is always brimming with useless energy as he was. Am I the same, perhaps? We will never see him again, no matter how far we run. But if he were here now, what would he do? What would he want me to do? At any rate, moping around here won't get us anywhere. 2 more hours. I will chase after him. I will never find him, but I will find myself. Let us go, Oko. There is nothing more for us here.
Cuckoo! Sakuya is best when he acts cool. After Ryota, full speed ahead!
The demon spores are thick in the air. I smell the stench of the sorcerer. I feel a little nervous relying on Angel's bizarre intuition alone, but it's worked so far, and we're in a hurry. Is he actually following the doctor by his scent? Or was that just an Angelism? There's some very advanced equipment in here, and these documents look fairly new. Maybe this place is still in use. There's a register of names left open on one desk. Maybe it's a student register?
Look, your name's on here too, Angel.
The Dark Grimoire! I feel the tendrils of imminent tragedy. They have notes on some of the students too, under Higure. He acts as a neurotransmitter when excited. He seems to produce intoxicating or hallucinogenic pheromones. Physical exertion acts as a stimulant. The pheromone causes others to temporarily lose control of themselves, but its usefulness is limited, not currently applicable to combat. I shall not allow the sorcerer to make me his pawn. I am the Crimson Angel of Judecca, destined to wander this earth alone. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but he sounds and looks unexpectedly heroic. It looks like all the students who are invited here have some sort of physical idiosyncrasy. How did you enroll, Kawada?
How? I was invited too. I don't know why.
Yours is just a bunch of numbers. I wonder if it's the explanation for something like Higure's. No! The black miasma of inevitable doom draws near. We are approaching the gate of the abyss. I feel its foul wind.
Let's go. The doctor's waiting for us.
Could you wait a minute, Kawada?
What is it, sir? We're almost done. We need to...
I want to ask you something first, Kawada. You lied, did you not?
Huh?
Lied? Me? I don't know why you would lie about that. Or maybe you forgot, even though it was just yesterday.
Yesterday? After school? Like I said to Sakia, I don't know anything about it. We have to ask the doctor.
I see. Let's go on then. Mr. Nanaki follows Angel down towards the innermost room. I've been trying to find the truth about Hyoko's death since this morning. Why would I lie? Maybe Mr. Nanaki misunderstood something? But that seems too simple. In contrast to the rooms above, this area is dark and filthy. This must be where the fire was 5 years ago. I feel like I can smell the soot just by looking at the walls here. Nagaki threw himself into the sea of fire here to end the experiments.
I wonder what I would have done in his place. Would I have ended it all like him, or...
You're late, Mr. Kawada. I have grown tired of waiting.
Huh?
The Dark Sorcerer, Wallenstein! Doctor.
It wasn't just Hiyoko. You killed the headmaster as well. If it weren't for you, the boy who went outside wouldn't have been...
Okay, I've been noticing your mic has been a little weird.
Okay,
Are you
it might be,
a
I
little too
think,
close?
Yeah, I mean, I've been like shifting position a lot to try to like make sure that I'm not like leaning or like sitting in such a way that I start getting sleepy. So I think I've been like leaning over my microphone.
Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can turn you down a little bit more.
Yeah, I've also been trying to project my voice a lot more because, like, you said I was kind of phoning in my lines before.
It might not be an issue of projection, more just the way that you're reading them. Like, it doesn't have to be a perfect read. Most of mine, I'm like, oh shit, I know the context that this is being said in now. I could have said that better. But I turned you down just a little bit. Can you just talk so I can check how the volume works with you speaking?
Yeah, this is my normal conversational volume, and then this is like a little bit more active, a bit more energetic, and then if I go all in, this is what it's like, up here!
Okay, you know what? I feel like that's probably fine. If at any point in time you guys have a hard time hearing my husband, or me for that matter, please just let me know. I've been keeping the music up decently loud for this game because it shouldn't actually, like, be too loud at any point, but we'll see. Alright, go ahead.
Why are you doing this?
Must I repeat myself? I told you before, I merely disassembled Miss Tosaka after the fact. I did not kill her.
Do you think I care?
It would appear that you need some assistance. I told you before, but you should already have everything you need to answer your question. Who killed Tosaka Hyoko? Do not listen to the Dark Sorcerer's words, Textorus Melodia Funis. He will lay a spell on you. Perhaps the peanut gallery could keep its thoughts to itself. An iron grill drops behind me like an evil wizard's portcullis. I'm cut off. Oh dear, we appear to be shut in. No! The dark spell!
What are you doing?
What did you just come into, Mr. Waters? Oh, jeez! Have you ever seen Hatoful Boyfriend before? Because if you have not, you're getting massive spoilers by being here. The most of this game is tee-hee, silly, haha, fun dating sim. The final route is a complete genre shift. If you're fine with spoilers, you're good to stay. Thanks for coming into the chat, I do appreciate it. But if you don't want spoilers... Oh my god. Wait, how did you find me then? You didn't even know this was a game? Oh... Well, I'll give you the chance now. Do you want spoilers or no? I can explain, I'll give you a brief recap if you're okay with spoilers. You know, I say spoilers, this game is like 14 years old or something, but still, to this day, there are people who haven't played it. You followed me for a while, and yes, I didn't care. Okay, alright. Well, thanks for popping in. So, basically, Hatoful Boyfriend is an old, like, 14-year-old game where it was billed as, like, a parody. It's a dating sim, but instead of dating regular men, you date pigeons. And there's a bunch of really fun, wacky routes that happen in the first part of the game, but as you go through, you're getting, like, archive records that have some really weird, deep lore attached to them. Things about, like, viruses and, like, people having special, like, biological things attached to them. And so, once you get through enough of the routes, you unlock a secret route. And that secret route follows the protagonist for the first a third of the game, until she suddenly gets killed, and we get put into another character's shoes as the protagonist to investigate her murder, and also a lockdown on the school, and also all the secret deep lore behind the people who have made the school. So, we are just now getting to the big finale of this, because the doctor here, Shu, is a very suspicious individual, and in one of the dating routes, you can date him, and he will kill you at the end of it, and that's the ending for it. But in this route, the secret route, he's not the one who killed you, but he is the one responsible for chopping up the main character's body, hiding it around the school, and leading around the new main character, the childhood friend, on a wild goose chase, trying to get him to figure out what exactly happened. It seems that the main character now, the childhood friend, is deeply tied to what happened to the previous protagonist's death. And so we're right at the point where he's gonna play his hand and not reveal the truth, but like push the new perspective character into finding out the truth, or perhaps remembering the truth.
Nothing at all. I simply have no business with them. I was waiting for you, Mr. Kawara. Now, let us return to our conversation. Our conversation about the truth you seek.
You've done unbelievably cruel things, Doctor. You were involved in the medical center here, too. Nothing you can say to me will change my mind.
How pugnacious of you.
More like pigonacious.
Pigeonacious. Ah ha ha ha.
But you are lacking in logic. What I may or may not have done has little to do with the truth of my words. I was employed at this facility from the beginning. No doubt you have already deduced that I was working on Operation Hatoful.
Operation Hatoful, the plan to wipe out humanity with the Karen virus.
Precisely. Oh, it does make me so happy when students read ahead and come prepared for the lecture. You are exemplary. The strain we isolated from the original host was extremely powerful, quite possibly the deadliest in human history. However, strains of such lethality tend to be fragile themselves. Karen virus was no exception. It cannot last very long outside of the host's body. In order to deliver it to the enemy, we would have to send live carriers into their society and allowed it to spread via airborne infection. This proved troublesome. Karen virus, in addition to being harmless to birds, is ill-equipped to establish itself in our bodies. Fujishiro Nageki, the original host, had a rare genetic condition which resulted in a slightly compromised immune system. In his body alone was Karen able to safely reside. Alas, he refused to cooperate.
You forced him to kill human prisoners. If it weren't for your experiments, he never would have killed himself.
Indeed. It had not occurred to us that the tests of the strain's effects would harm his mental health. We expected that he would be glad of the chance to avenge himself on humanity, but sadly, it was not so, and we lost our sample. The project was put on indefinite hold with his death, but thankfully we did not lose his corpse in its entirety. I preserved his remains and have kept them to this day. I have been waiting for a new carrier to arrive. It sounds like this was a very labor-intensive project. Wasn't there a better way? Quite right. I digress a little, but there was a reason for our methods. It did not take me long to come up with a better plan. We need only compromise the subject's immune system, creating a compatibility like Fujishiro Nageki's.
Compromise the immune system? They'd die!
Indeed. Even if the subject were able to become a carrier for the Karen virus, if they died to some other infection, it would all be for naught. Which is why I was very careful with who I chose. I worked on the subject over time, slowly weakening his immune system. I suppose I should count myself lucky that I achieved my goal in only a year. You are an exemplary student, Mr. Kawada. I give you full marks.
Full marks?
My head hurts, almost as if some strange creature is wriggling about deep inside my brain.
Are you okay, Ryota? Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were all right.
Hyoko came to the infirmary to see me?
You have come this far. I am sure you can answer this. What was it that you forgot? Everything is hazy. I think my stomach is acting up again. I drink the medicine Dr. Iwamine gives me and lie down, but my body still feels heavy. I'm tired.
Are you okay, Ryota?
Yeah, I'm fine now.
Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were all right.
Hyoko's reaching towards me.
Want to go home? I'll walk you.
Her hand stops. Hyoko falls to her knees, clutching her chest.
Ryota! I can't breathe.
Oh, she can't breathe? This is bad. My mother said to get home early. Everything feels strange. Almost like it's a dream. I need to go home. Goodbye, Hiyoko. See you tomorrow.
She fell down before my eyes. And then.
The experiment was a resounding success. Miss Tosaka displayed the archetypal symptoms of a human infected with Karen virus and passed away. Once the virus is inside a human body, it shuts down the respiratory system in a matter of minutes. Technically speaking, it causes an overreaction of the immune system, which leads to widespread apoptosis in the lungs, but more simply, any human who comes into contact with you will die. You see?
You're lying! Hiyoko and I were together since we were children.
Of course, I only administered the live virus to you yesterday. All the things I've done to you over the past year have been in preparation for it. Do you recognize this?
The Scarecrow's head?
Yes. Alas, the body is now useless, but I shall tell you about Labor 9, the being you call the Scarecrow. It is one of the Labor model new humans developed by Dove Party researchers, but denounced as unethical. We birds have advanced quickly, but our physical capabilities are still far behind those of the human race. These new creatures were livestock, if you will, to compensate for that. The Labor series was a great step towards the beautiful ideal of coexistence with humans. With a human's head mounted inside an artificial body, they were durable and capable of difficult tasks. Of course, they never entered development, the project having been shut down early due to ethical complaints. However, I carried on the Dove Party researchers' will and created this prototype to be my sidekick. We didn't want too many other people snooping around and disrupting your investigation, so I had it patrol the building. And now, the next question. What is inside this bag?
A human's head?
No. Close, but you have to be more specific. I believe we had Miss Tosaka's head sent to your classroom, but did you notice anything missing?
Missing?
When I found her in the box, I was too shocked to be looking for clues. I may well have missed something. Wait, he doesn't mean...
Hiyoko's brain?
Correct. You do catch on quickly. Miss Tosaka did come to meet you quite frequently. Of course, having been placed in Labor 9, she has lost much of her personality.
Then she is...
alive? But her body is gone. All that's left is her brain. Can we still call that alive?
Ghost in the Shell type shit. Alive or not alive? I don't know anymore. Can you save her?
That is a difficult question. We tend to think of there being a definite border between life and death, but really it's quite vague. Her personality still remained in this world up until a few minutes ago. But you gave poor Labor 9 quite a shock.
Oh man, I regret that moment so much.
Alas, Miss Tosaka's brain is no doubt irreversibly damaged. The wonders of modern medicine can do nothing for her now, but sigh and shake their heads. Yesterday her body, and today her mind. You are a far more twisted villain than I could ever hope to be, Mr. Kawada. I killed Hiyoko. It was my fault all along. Why did it have to happen this way? This was all arranged for you. I had Labor 9, Mr. Sakazaki, and the headmaster help you along in your investigation. You are but one step from the end now. You must remember one more thing. What was it that you and Miss Tosaka told me long ago? Come, follow me. He holds out his wing. What lies beyond here? Kyoko is gone. The one who killed her was here from the beginning. I have nothing more to lose. You are obedient, Mr. Kawada. Wait! Textoris Melodia Funis! The demon spores are the thickest that way! You will not be able to return! That's right. The doctor's probably going to do something unspeakably horrible to you, Kawada. Come back! Thank you for bringing Mr. Kawada this far, you two. And now, goodbye. Oh dear. This looks bad. Do you suppose it's poison gas? This presence! Mystic Phantom! The avatar of miasma! You do take everything in stride, don't you, Hikure? Two humans lie in a twisted pile. They are Hyoko's parents. She said they work as mediators between birds and humans. They were trying to say something to the humans barricaded on the other side of the wall, but they received only bullets as a reply. The death of her parents became a signal. The birds surrounding the little house crossed the wall as one. I can hear gunfire from the inside. I can hear humans and birds screaming. We could do nothing but stand outside and watch. And then the stranger came and spoke to us. Is there anything you desire? I will grant any wish for you. So tell me. I answered, I don't want these things to happen anymore. My wish is for a world where humans and birds no longer fight. Even if I die, I want there to be peace. And Hyoko continued, I agree. I would do anything to make Ryota's wish come true. The stranger nodded. It might not be possible right now, but one day I will make it happen.
When we were children, that's right. That was you.
That was the other thing you had forgotten. You have remembered, I see. 8 years ago, a number of humans barricaded themselves in a building not far from where we lived. Hyoko's parents were shot by the other humans, and many birds and humans were killed in the ensuing gunfight. And I met the doctor.
I asked for a world in which humans and birds would no longer fight.
You and Miss Tosaka both said you would be glad to die to bring it about. And so I am carrying out your wish, just as you had stated it. Even symbiotic relationships are not free from strife. In order to end the wars between humans and birds forever, one race would have to be completely destroyed, you see.
Why did you choose me back then?
Choose you? Why did I ask you what your wish was, you mean? I assure you it was not a coincidence. I am not so bored as to wander around granting wishes willy-nilly. I, too, had made a promise to grant your wish. The preliminary test yesterday was a resounding success. We need only transfer the original lysosomes from Fujichio Nageki to you, and everything will be in place.
Looks like you're right about the evil bird guy, randomist. Oh, if you're just popping in.
Shu didn't kill Hyoko, but he is out to kill all of humanity. I have granted your wish.
Also, I'm just gonna put it out there. Shu killed Hyoko.
Yeah, he did give Ryota the virus that killed her. Tee tee.
Like, that's like saying, like, oh, he didn't kill the person, he just planted the bomb and rigged it so that when somebody tripped the tripwire, then, you know, it would blow up. But he didn't kill them. he killed them. Let's not be, like, evasive about it.
Okay, he didn't chop her up to kill her.
Like everybody
But he did
suspected
chop
from the
her
beginning.
up after killing her.
Yes, he did chop her up afterwards. Poor Yuya. If only you didn't work with him, this all could have been solved.
I have granted your wish, though I did make you jump through a few hoops so you would remember your wish and understand my intentions. It would be the least you could do to at least acknowledge all I have done for you. I don't care about anything now. Hiyoko is gone. My wish has destroyed everything. Nothing good has ever happened. If this is what my life is to be like, I wish I had never been born.
I don't want to see anything anymore.
Do not be anxious. You have no will to resist, so soon you will forget it all. Good night, Mr. Kawada. My crimson breasts are just Talking will just make it worse, Higure. It seems to be leaking in quite slowly. I'm glad we have a little more time, but it's getting hard to breathe. Wallenstein, you coward! Come out and fight! Hold on just a little longer. We'll get you out of there. I will try to open the cage, Oko. You see to the gas.
Cuckoo! Oko-san shall not fail!
My boy.
Ah, much better. No one can say you slack off as student president, Shirogane. The Crimson Breast shall not forget this. Are you two alone? Where did Kawada go?
Cuckoo, were you separated? Did Ryota wander off and get lost?
No, he didn't. He got carried off by the doctor. Carried off?
Fun detail that Sakuya has inherited his brother's theme song.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed that. It's the little things.
Like this whole route is like such a surprisingly well-written murder mystery. Like I've seen actual murder mystery novels struggle to get this.
Yeah, like I have my issues with it, with like the writing, and I think that like in some of the pacing and stuff. But like, it's compelling. There's genuinely good writing. It brings a lot of things together in a cool way.
I'm so glad you're at least like finding some things to enjoy about it, because I know a lot of it is technically simple because it was done like 14 years ago, but just
I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, this visual novel from 14 years ago is, it has tropes that have been done better in the times that, like, no, but you say like you're glad that I'm finding things to enjoy. Like, it's not bad.
Okay, good. Because like I always get so excited about it, but like I know that leads to a level of like, oh, why is she so excited? It must be really good. And like I don't mean to hype it up as much as I do. It's just like I love this game. I love this game.
I hear you.
Foaming at the mouth. This does seem surprisingly involved. Yeah, I love it. Cuckoo! Oh no! No doubt the doctor's making him drink nasty protein supplements as we speak.
If we do not act soon, the funeral song shall herald the coming of the darkness. Why can you never speak in plain Japanese, miserable poltroon? He's saying that the doctor is planning to turn Kawada into a biological weapon. What? We can explain while we walk, assuming I don't run out of breath. Very well, let us proceed.
Don't feel it would have been better if Shu wasn't, well, obviously evil and shady as he is. See, like, I liked that because, like, it's obvious that he's somehow associated, especially if you played through his route. But the thing that's not obvious is why the hell Yuya is covering for him when Yuya's route was about him spying on the doctor. So I think that adds a level of intrigue to it.
I think it's one of those, like, it's like one of those stories where the interesting part isn't figuring out who,
it's figuring out like what and why and how.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's the obvious murder yandere route, the red flag route that Otome games love having, exactly. But Yuya was definitely not a red flag, so him going along with it is meant to be like the interesting thing there. Like, what could possibly convince him to cover for the doctor? And, we learned Sakuya is his actual full blood-related brother, and he committed the horrible crime of killing, or I guess not killing, I guess, because it's an egg, so, like, how long did it have to develop? But replacing an unhatched egg with his own brother's egg, and then disposing of the unhatched egg. The child swap that nobody ever knew about, and he had to take that secret to his grave, except for when, of course, it got out anyway. You love the messy ones. Exactly, Evie! Like, Yuya is just being the playboy flirty one is never that interesting to me, but him being dubious when we know he technically is a good person, that is interesting to me. But alright. Kawada, are you alive?
Oh no.
Cool. Oko-san has a bad feeling about this. Ryota's not normal. Miserable medical man! What have you done to him? Why, if it isn't the son of the noble LaBelle family, what is one of your prestige doing here? Your pathetic jabs mean nothing to me. What have you done to Kawada? I have granted his wish. That is all. It is almost 10. The human forces are gathered above. Mr. Kawada must now return to the surface and begin the end of the human race. Kawada would wish for no such thing. He would never harm a human. Right, Kawada? It seems he is hesitant to agree with you. Bah. He has been swallowed by the demon spores. Our voices will not reach him. It is time for us to go. He has but little time left in this world and cannot afford to waste any of it. He has but little time? What does this mean? His duty now is to fly about the world, spreading the seeds of Karen virus throughout all of humanity. It will be a feat impossible for any normal rock dove. Of course, he will be shot at as well. If he were to fall from his wounds, he would die before completing his task. Cool! Do not fear! Oko-san will stop Ryota here and now!
Oh.
Cool! There he goes. Mr. Kawada has traded his free will for normally impossible physical tenacity. He's been brainwashed. We have to stop him and bring him back to his senses before he reaches the surface. But Oko is stronger than any of us, and he was sent flying just like that. How can we keep him here? Kawada's very strong, but lacks control right now, right? Maybe we should ask Higure. Him? He's nuts! Black Bean Donna. There he goes again, spouting nonsense. Wait, Kawada, stop! Ugh. Oh dear, there goes Shirogane. The demon Red Eye speaks! Seal the disaster with the power of the Chosen One! He's reacting? How is that frail Luzon able to affect him? What is he doing? Hypnotizing him. According to the documents back there, Higure has the ability to pull others into his own fantasies and break down their mental restraints. I was talking to the doctor about it earlier too. I think it's real. Mental restraints? Like how a desperate man can be stronger than usual.
Angel has the power of God and anime on his side!
Let's fucking go! The demon Red Eye heralds the awakening! By the power of the blood-stained hand, I seal the funeral song!
Cool! Okasan attack! Okasan cannot possibly lose in a fight with Ryota!
There we go, perfect! We're supposed to convince Ryota to stop while we're all being drawn into some bizarre fantasy? Oh, this is madness. Don't think about the consequences, Shirogane. Just go along with it. Prepare yourselves! We fight, brethren bound with the Red Lotus fetters!
Ryota, the Textor's Melodia Funis appears! Angel's turn!
Oh man, okay, well, I think that the Black Demon be silent, like, a debuff early on is useful, but so is the buff of Pure Wings Awaken. I think because it's a mono enemy, we should start with Black Demon be silent, because that way, like, we might be swapping between different party members, he is going to be the only enemy.
Okay.
Textoris Melodia Funis! Now is the time to break Wallenstein's spell! Hear the call of the Red Lotus!
San's turn!
Ooh, okay, I think we should go for the coup as opposed to the cuckoo, because a double hit, I think, if we're not buffed, will be less impactful.
Oh, I understand.
Cool! A violent Ryota is not a good Ryota! Come to your senses!
Kazuaki's turn!
Oh, okay. Probably come back, because listen to us wouldn't be as helpful, because nobody else is talking. So I feel like Kazuaki needs to take point with the charisma. So come back, he needs to start providing, information.
We're all trying
Yeah,
our best for you,
Random's gonna
Kawada. Come back to us!
Yeah, Randomus has got it understood. He's got the physical buff, so 2 strong of defense right now.
Man, fuck Undertale. This is it.
Saki's turn, listen to me or pull yourself together.
Ooh, okay. I feel like pull yourself together, because that ties into the previously established dynamic, so it gets the combo potential. It's building on prior conversations.
Do you not care? Do you plan to destroy all we've gained? Stop, Kawada! This is not the path you must travel!
Question mark's turn.
Oh, shit.
Jeez, Ryota, you're causing everybody trouble. I don't want to see you like this either. I'm the only Berserker class character this story needs. Wake up already, Ryota.
Ryota was defeated.
Nice. Why didn't you tell me this game is peak?
That's the only part in the game where that song plays, by the way.
Nice.
I think it's a unique
I guess
theme.
more like this game is beak.
But Kawada, pull yourself together! Do you want this?
No, I don't.
Cuckoo! Ryota's a vegetarian and shouldn't exert himself.
I don't want to make anyone sad.
The remitter reactivated. Fascinating. It should not have been possible for some hours yet. Disease is half in the mind after all. Outlook is surprisingly important. I suppose this means my data was insufficient. This is the end, Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein! Be judged by the Crimson Breast!
Wait, Angel, it's not just his fault.
Why do you protect him? He is the one who did this to you.
Tell me, Doctor, why did you go so far to grant my wish?
Why did I grant your wish? My reason is nothing of note. It is not worth telling. This was merely an experiment that has now come to an end.
So you must have had a reason. You aren't the sort to go around talking to children without some purpose.
True!
I want to know the answer to everything.
The answer is nowhere near as glamorous as you are expecting, I assure you.
Hey, good morning, Issa. Sorry to spring this on you, but could you take a look at these? What is it, sir? You seem excited. It's amazing, the healers we got earlier. Healers? Ah, the Hela cells from last month. Yeah, them. From the unusually old human. Hating science even after death. Can we at least call the samples by the proper name? You've always been serious like that, Issa. These samples are like sweet lovebirds. Touch them with kindness and they respond beautifully. Just how many lovebirds do you have again? Perhaps you should call them pet birds instead. Maybe you're right. Anyway, look at this. We've been looking into cancer cell immortality. Indeed, these results are amazing. You're quite lucky with these things. It's all about love. Or intuition. That too. Kawada Ryuji. He is quite possibly the most gifted researcher alive. He has abilities and intuition that not even he can explain. Hey, good morning, Issa. Nice weather, huh? Makes me want to do something outside. It's already evening. I believe one normally switches to good evening around now. It's good morning whenever I get up. Get distracted by things of common sense, you'll miss the greatest discoveries of your life. Sophistry. Good morning, Issa. Whoopsie, we're low on cash. Here, was this the one? I didn't ask you to pick it up for me. Here, take it. It's not like we're running out. You sound like a pushy salesman. Your right wing is injured, right? If there's anything I can help you with, just ask. I've been doing fine so far. Good morning, Issa. Hey, can I say something? What is it, sir? I'm somewhat busy. You're always busy. If I waited for you to take a break, I'd die of old age before I got to say anything. Talking like this gets us nowhere. Guess what? I had a kid! I see. Congratulations. What? Don't you have anything else to say? Not particularly. Reproduction is natural for all living creatures. Of course, were I to become a father, I would feel bad for the child, given my habit of locking myself away in a laboratory.
The only bird who I ever recognized. The only one I ever recognized as worthy of my respect.
Good morning, Issa. Brought you something cool. What is it? A fossil! Look at it. It's huge. You act like an excited child. I like geology too. It tempts me with the spouse breach. I will carry on your research while you're out then. Go on. Dang, you're cold. Hey, listen, want to come with me on a business trip sometime? Field observation is fun. My next one's at the start of the month. While I'm interested in your work, sir, I am partway through a fascinating process at the moment. Perhaps another time. Yeah, I'll invite you next time then. I bet traveling with you would be a blast. Field observation is not exactly sightseeing. I'll make sure to open up time in my schedule though.
His last moments were dreadfully anticlimactic. He fell ill with a disease endemic to the island. By the time he returned home, he was so emaciated one could barely recognize him. He had watched as many other birds succumb to disease, so I was sure that he would die in this examination room surrounded by his family. Issa, I always knew this was a possibility.
Yes, sir.
I don't regret the way I did things.
No, sir.
But I just remembered. I do have one regret. Yes, sir? I've never done anything a father's supposed to do. I'd promised to take time off for the first time in years. I want you to do me a favor, Issa. If you ever run into my son, can you do something for him in my stead? A rather vague request. He's too nice. He'd never ask for something, even if he wanted it. I suspect he inherited that trait from his father. Anyway, if you ever happen to meet him, you don't have to go out of your way to find him or anything. Very well, I shall remember. What is his name? Ryota. Kawara Ryota. You vanished from my life before I ever told you my feelings. And I've chased your shadow since then. Is this what they mean by quitting while you're ahead? Or was it just cowardice? No matter how I study life, its past, its future, I will never be able to surpass you. And that was my only goal. Kawara Ryota, the son of Dr. Kawara, carrying half his genetic material and otherwise unrelated. But this boy, he may be the only way for me to catch your shadow now.
Fellas, you ever so gay that you try to end the world just because you promised a boy's dad that you'd do it for him? I'm just saying, kinda fruity.
When your father died, my world was altered. One might say that his influence over me grew after death, both for good and for ill. Kawada Ryuji, all I can recall of him now is his voice and the color of his wings. He rarely returned home, always leaving Mother and me alone.
You did this? To carry out my father's will?
You misunderstand. This was not just a parting kindness between colleagues. I doubt that there is anyone in this world with a stronger sense of duty than mine. This was his final challenge to me, and you see the result. But your refusal is hardly rational. I was trying only to grant your wish, and had you but accepted, it would be so. Are you dissatisfied with something?
A world without strife, where no one will have a loved one stolen from them. That is the world I wish for. I never asked for a world where the human race is killed.
A pity that you did not say so 8 years ago. What absurd contract was this?
There is no power in prayer. I should never have met you. Doctor, my wish ends today. Father is no longer in this world. There is no reason for you to chase after his final will anymore.
Does this mean you are sympathizing with me? Oh, how I have fallen. I can feel his pitying gaze, even now. Very well, the contract ends today, and I must admit defeat. It is not over yet. We must open the gate of Tartarus in the depths of the abyss. We only have about 10 minutes until the humans come in from above. I see you're still alive, gentlemen.
Oh, fuck yeah. Leone. Mr. Leone!
I bring with me all those who had taken refuge in the gym.
Whoa, it's like something out of a science fiction movie.
I bet it was built by MIBs. Rad!
Well, I guess nobody's panicking anyway.
Mr. Shirogane, I will recover Sakazaki's body before I leave. Have no fear. I am grateful to you. The exit is no doubt activated by the vital signals of the researchers who work here. Correct. Do not fear, I shall lead you to it.
Cuckoo! The doctor's even creepier when he's being cooperative.
I do not base my actions on foolish pride or emotion. I carried out an experiment, and I have now obtained the result. I have nothing more to gain or lose here.
Not base my actions on foolish pride or emotion. A dying man that you spent years researching with asks you to take care of it. Just, no, not even take care. Do one thing for his kid, and suddenly you're like, I will grant literally any wish you have. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hashtag
start
just
out
fruity
an
things.
8-year-long plan of mass destruction on a lark, you know, just because of like a wish made by a kid.
Kinda fruity, if you know what I mean. Fellas! There we go, those are the emotes I like to see.
Is that everyone? Thank God. Shall we go, Kawada? Can you stand?
Yeah. But
We need to bring Tosaka with us. I think everyone else has gone outside. Doctor, I shall not forget what has taken place here. Once we are outside, I shall see that you face judgment. Your words are haughty and immature, as always. Do as you please, if you can. I will indeed. Remember my face, villain. Well, who knows? I find you uninteresting, so I may well forget. I must think carefully about my plans once I am outside. I still have much research to.
Uh-oh.
Whoopsie. Doctor?
A gunshot echoes through the room. The doctor collapses. Madness! There should still be time before the humans.
Yeah, fair enough. Mr. Nanaki?
A pistol is in his hand. He wobbles over to the doctor with the same unsteady, careless gait as always, and... This is the end of your research. Nanaki, what?
Stop. The doctor should have a fair trial once we...
A fair trial. What do you think, Doctor? Well, I'm impressed at your acuity in attacking my uninjured left side. But of course, thank you. Tell me, Dr. Iwami. No, Isa. I need to bring him back with me. That's why I've done all this. Tell me, where is Nageki?
Oh.
Nanaki points his gun at the immobilized doctor. He looks quite prepared to shoot the partridge dead at any moment. Oh, is that it? I had quite forgotten. Mr. Fujishiro's brother. He was a quail. Nageki, are you here by yourself again? You should play in the park with everyone else. I'm fine. I would just get tired. Isn't talking to me a waste of time, Hitori? You've been busy recently, have you not? I know we're short on money. That's not something you need to worry about. We adults are working hard to make sure you don't have to worry. You're a child too, Hitori. You're only 5 years older than me after all.
You don't think I should be working?
No, that's not what I meant. I can't do anything. I at least want to stay out of your way. It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family, and we need you. That doesn't help. With my body like this, I can't work or go to school. That's just how it is. You're thinking too hard, Nageki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away, right? September 2nd, 2180, Hatoful House, where the rest of the war orphans and I live together. I was always a little better at studying than the others, so I teach at the local school to help make ends meet. Going to work and coming home, every Friday we all gather together and have supper. There are children who go to school, there are those who work like me, and children like Nageki who stay home. Our family is a patchwork of ages and lives, but we always eat together on this day. What should we have? We might have enough left over, or we could pool our money and buy something. I had more work than usual last month, so I got paid a little more than usual. I'll get something nice. I'll head home and see what everyone wants first. But this day was different. Our home was surrounded by security vehicles. It's an attack by the Human Liberation Front. We can't let anybody in. We sent 2 human negotiators, but they were shot. We're going to storm the place. Get back, it's dangerous. Are you listening? Remember angry shouts coming from every direction, but I couldn't tell what they were saying. The only things I could focus on were the gunshots from inside. Today was supposed to be our day. No one has ever been missing on a Friday before. No one can disappear today. We have to be together today, no matter what. When I went in, the gunshots had stopped. All that was left were corpses in ruin, and... I don't know who's screaming. Oh, probably Kazuaki. Or Hitori, as his name is. Everyone is covered in blood, immobile. The humans, the security forces, and my family. What did we do? We had nothing. Our parents and our homes had already been stolen by the humans. All we had left were each other. Why do they have to keep stealing from us? Why? Why? Hitori. You were outside. Good. Nageki, you're alive! Everyone else? I see. Nageki was hiding in the innermost room. He must have heard everything from inside his hiding place. Human corpses are scattered throughout the room. Nageki, were you afraid? I'm sorry. It wasn't your fault, Hitori. I wasn't here when you needed me. Don't apologize, Hitori. I don't know how I could live if you were gone too. When I found him then, I didn't notice, but none of the human corpses in that room had been shot. This will be our room from now on. The house is too big for just the 2 of us. Right. It's a little lonely. Yes. Hitori, what should I do? Isn't there anything I can do to help? You just have to be happy and well. Don't push yourself. We'll find something for you to do, okay? I noticed as soon as we moved out of the Hatoful house. He was never very healthy to begin with, but he was getting worse and worse. What would start out as a slight cold would turn into a high fever and go on for days. It was painful to watch. Was it really just his weak body? I couldn't do anything. Should we get a doctor, Nageki? I'm fine. Nageki, wait! You still have a fever! Don't worry about the dishes, I'll take care of them. I told you, I'm fine. Don't! If you just say how you feel outright, I'll feel better too, Nageki, okay? But how about this? From now on, I'm fine isn't allowed. What do you... Whenever you say you're fine, you never are. Okay. Go to bed for now, okay? Tomorrow, I'm taking you to a doctor.
This is highly unusual. Nageki has a genetic condition which impairs his immune system.
Impairs his immune system? All living creatures inherit defense systems against viruses and the like from their parents, and we call them the immune system. But Nageki's is abnormally weak. And that's why he gets sick easily? Indeed, he can become infected with diseases that bodies such as yours or mine would fight off easily. It's probably best if he avoids going outside, as that could bring him into contact with more dangerous viruses. He could become seriously ill with little or no warning. Please, can you cure him? I'll find whatever money it takes. He's the only family I have left. I understand how you feel, but as I said, his condition is hereditary. I've never seen anything like it. I'm sorry, but I can't help him. We went to many hospitals and I talked to many doctors. They all said the same thing. I can't help him. Someone please save Nageki. Anyone. I'll do anything. We had been all alone, but we found a home together, and it was taken from us. And now this. Someone please help us. Soon after the start of 2183, a letter arrived. It was from a researcher at the St. Pigeonations Medical Institute, a Mr. Issa Soma. I have received a report about a boy named Fujishiro Nageki from a doctor at a certain hospital. I believe I know what his condition is. It is extremely rare, so my fellow researchers and I would be grateful for a chance to assist in curing it. We hereby invite him to come study at St. Pigeonations. We believe that solving the riddle of his sickness will bring great advances to all of bird science. The medical center will pay for his tuition. St. Pigeonations is a school of great prestige. Our curricula and facilities are among the best in the world. The medical center is located on the school grounds. We propose that he live in the center out of concern for his delicate health. He will have access to professional medical expertise anytime he should need it. Please consult with the rest of your family, and if you are interested, contact me at the following address. I will be waiting. Issa Soma. This is amazing, Nageki. I'm glad we went to so many hospitals. I never expected an invitation like this. I don't want to go. I want to stay with you, Hitori. But you'll be able to go to school. I can only teach you what I know, and there's a lot that I don't know. And you'll be able to make friends. The doctors there will help with your illness so you won't have to be sick. Do you not want me here, Hitori? Of course I do. But I'm worried. If you were to get really sick, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I think it would be better for you to stay with the doctors. I'll be lonely by myself, but I can wait until you're better. Become strong, Nageki, and then come back here. I'll wait for you however long it takes. Okay. And so Nageki enrolled in St. Pigeonations. There had been a lot of us at Hatoful House, and after that I was with Nageki. I was lonely, living by myself for the first time, but I was more worried about Nageki. I hope he makes good friends, but he's never been very sociable. At least he'll have an easier life there than here. And most importantly, they'll be looking for a cure. The summer of that year, he sent a lot of letters home. I'm going to be undergoing intensive treatment over the summer. I wanted to come home, but they said this would be better for me. How are you? I'll write again soon. I asked Dr. Issa about a meeting, but he said no. I'm not the only one here with an unusual illness. I have to be very careful about who comes in. Summer is half over now. Is it hot out? The basement of the center is always the same light and the same temperature. I miss you, Hitori. I'm fine. I'm fine, Hitori. Don't worry about me. I was worried. Nageki hadn't told me he was fine since he promised not to 3 years ago. What are they doing to him? Were they doing something bad? I tried calling Dr. Issa, but he always replied with progress is good and everything is fine. If everything is fine, why won't they let me talk to him? I snuck into the medical center. I need to know if he's really all right. He said that he was undergoing intensive care in the basement. That must be where he is. How do I get there? I need to go to the entrance first. And that was when I heard the alarm. I could hear urgent footsteps and the sound of wings. This building has all the most advanced equipment. They must have noticed me. But I was greeted at the corner not by guards, but by panicked researchers. All shouting the same thing, all heading for the exit. Fire! Fire! What? A fire! Subject 00 set a fire! Call the fire department! Black smoke rolls towards me from the inner corridors. Nageki. Where is Nageki? Nageki? Say something, please! Where are you? It's happening again. Nageki needs me and I'm not there. I always leave him alone when he's in pain. The smoke is clogging my lungs with its foul stench. But I run onwards anyway. Nageki is there in a room filled with fire. Nageki! It's me! Hitori! I'm here to save you! Hitori... What happened? What did they do to you? Come on, we have to get out of here. I'm sorry. His face is clouded. He shuts the door and I hear the lock click shut. Open the door, Nageki! Hitori, I can't go outside anymore. I can't live anymore. What did they do to you? I'm a fool! All this time I thought you were getting better, thought you'd come home cured. I should be the one apologizing. Nageki, please, come home with me, to our home. Listen, Hitori. I recorded everything that happened here and hid it in the library. It's wrong. This is the only way to stop them. What are you talking about? We can talk later. I can't let you die. Can you do me a favor, Hitori? Anything, please. Please. Make sure there is nothing left of my body. And... Uzune Hitori. I had heard that he died after the fire, but it would seem our investigation was lacking. It is hardly easy to change your name and face. Nageki is calling. He's calling me, you know? Isa, I came to greet Nageki. Where is he? I see you are losing hold of your sanity. I'm serious. I've been waiting for this from the beginning. He told me what you were doing to him here, but then you closed the facility. I've been waiting for this, Isa. Waiting for you to open this place again, ever since I joined the faculty. He's still here, isn't he? Nageki. There were indeed some pieces of him left after the fire. They would have degraded in mere hours had I left them. If it pleases you to call those bits of meat Fujishiro Nageki, I will not attempt to stop you. But those pieces have already been transferred to Mr. Kawada's body. You won't die just yet, Isa. Don't worry. Don't worry. So tell me, where is Nageki? I have to take him home now. If by Nageki you mean what was left of him after the fire, then it is Mr. Kawada's liver. The cells from his body that contain the Garen virus are now inside Mr. Kawada, parasitizing him. Oh, is that it? I see. Thank you, Isa. Hang on just a little longer, Isa. I need to ask Nageki what he thinks we should do with you. Mr. Nanaki comes over to me, the same soft smile on his face as when he teaches class. Can you hear me, Nageki? I'm sorry I made you wait so long. I'm here now.
Sir, it's me, Kawara Ryota, from your class. Please snap out of it.
I don't know what happened in the past, Nanaki, but this is not the time for such foolery. We have only a few more minutes before the humans enter the school grounds. It won't take them long to find this place. Could you move over for a second, Shirogane? I need to talk to Kawada. He points the gun at Sakuya.
Saka, he's serious.
It's too noisy in here. Come on, Kawada, let's go into that room, just the two of us. What are you thinking? Are you planning to lock yourself in? Open the door! Open it, I say! Issa said he's in your liver, didn't he? Where is the liver, I wonder? Do you know, Kawada?
Sir, Nageki would never have wanted this.
He stares thoughtfully at my stomach, a knife in his hand. My body feels weak. I think I must have put too much into that fight earlier. I won't be able to resist. Nageki. Nageki. Can you hear me? I've come to save you again. Where are you? Tell me. What part of Kawada do I need to cut open to find you? Nageki. Nageki. Nageki.
Sir, listen to me.
He moves the knife from one place to another as if making an estimation. He's going to... Ah, I see. It's hide and seek. I'll look as hard as I can then. Just a little longer. We'll be able to go home in just a little bit, Nageki. Together. Stop it, Hitori. The knife is stuck deep into the wall under my wing. I can hear Nageki's voice, but I can't see him. The voice is coming from inside me? Mr. Kawada, let me use your body for a bit. Okay, go ahead. Can you hear me, Hitori? Of course. I've talked with you every night. You told me, Nageki. Or sorry, you told me, Nageki. Told me to come get you. Told me to exact revenge on Issa. No, Hitori, that was not me. I never told you to do that. Have you forgotten what I asked you to do, Hitori? The second thing. I remember, of course I remember. So let's go home. Listen, Hitori, I am no longer here. I can no longer go home with you. Who said that? Oh, I see. It was Issa, wasn't it? Only he would say something mean like that. No, it wasn't him. Don't worry, Nageki. I'll take care of him in a minute. Don't worry. Hitori, I never asked for you to come for me. I never asked for you to exact revenge. Who was it? Nageki? It was Nageki. I died because of you? Or you abandoned me here? Oh no, it's Nageki's voice saying that, okay. I died because of you. You abandoned me here. I never wanted to come here. It was you who killed me. You killed me. You killed me. I will not forgive Hitori. I'm sorry, Nageki. I know that no apology will ever fix it. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to click that. Oh well, we missed it. There is a shadow in Hitori's heart. His own shadow pretending to be mine. Come for me, Hitori. I'm here. I know. I don't want to be alone. I don't want you to be alone. You will never forget me. You will live with me. You will live with your sin forever. That's what you want, isn't it? If you want me to carry this pain, I will, Nageki. I won't ask for forgiveness. I won't. He's crying. Tortured by his own shadow. I'm sorry, Nageki. I'm sorry. Hitori, I don't want you to be in pain.
He's trying to destroy his feelings of guilt. He wants to be saved. If you're here, his pain will go away. Help me save him.
Yes. Hitori, I was tortured by them here, in this place. It was terrible. Issei and the others should die in pain. All of them should die. As long as they live, my pain will never disappear.
Mr. Nanaki. That's wrong? Sir, you and Nageki both lost the most important to you to strife. You should know best of all people that revenge helps no one. It brings no happiness, only pain. Don't kill your abusers.
Look, I'm not saying she should die, but she should die. But everybody else is Ryota shouldn't have to die for this, you know?
If I hadn't been there, Nageki would never have died. I was never there when he needed me. I'm sorry, Nageki. If I had been better, this would have never happened. Everything would have been fine if you'd never met me. If I hadn't been there, you never would have felt that pain.
Sir, why? Do you think he was sad? The time Nageki spent with you was his greatest treasure. I know how wonderful it is to be together with loved ones too. Nageki was so glad he got to be with you, sir. There is nothing to regret.
Come with me, Hitori. Look at me, Hitori. Hear only my voice, Hitori. I will tear your heart to pieces, and when it heals, I will tear it again and again and again. That is your punishment. It will be wonderful to live with me again. Wonderful. No, Hitori.
Blame yourself no more.
Please, Hitori, listen to me. The voice you hear is that of your own shadow. You've been hurting yourself all this time. Stop blaming yourself. I don't want to see you in pain. You asked me for two things, Nageki. The first was, come save me. So I... Listen to me, Hitori.
My first wish was...
My first wish was for you to make my body disappear from this world. As long as I live, as long as my body remains, someone will try to use the Karen virus. That virus must disappear and my body with it. It will bring only sadness as long as it remains. You asked for one other thing. You asked me to take revenge on Dr. Issa? On all those who brought you pain? Yes, I need to grant this wish. I need to... Hitori!
My second wish was...
Hello, birds. You're just in time, M, for the Persona 4 style finale, I guess.
I'm gonna be real. This is a very well-written sequence. I feel like they could have cut it.
Aw, really?
It does not come out of nowhere because, like, you know, Nageki's whole... Or, not Nageki, Hitori's not his... The name that we're used to calling him.
Kazumaki.
Professor Bird. Yeah. Like, you know, it's established in his backstory that, like, oh yeah, you know, there was somebody that I loved very, very much, and then they died, and so then I stopped feeling things after that, and so, like, it is cool to see that, like, elaborated on. It does very much feel like they just stopped the plot that was happening and did, like, a 20-minute, like, aside.
Yeah, I think Nageki does a little too well of going undercover during the main investigation. If we'd just gotten like a little bit more of this earlier, I think it wouldn't be as long.
Yeah, it's very backloaded in a way that, like, feels intrusive because it felt like the plot was just wrapping up, and now they didn't literally just introduce this again because they did, like, establish a lot of this, like, during his own character thing, like, 8 hours ago, but, like, yeah, it feels like they were, like, wrapping everything up, tying everything together, and then introduce a new story element, and now it's, like, 20 minutes of just focusing on this one character's personal story.
Yeah. No, I can agree with you there.
Yeah. Like, again, it's well written. Like, if this had happened, like, throughout the story, I would have a much higher opinion of it. I think the placement of it is just what's getting a little bit grating to me.
I can see that for sure, yeah. Like, it would have been cool to have, like, Kazuaki showing up in more spots to just, you know, be ominous about, like, oh yeah, there's things here that you don't know about, or some kind of hint to, like, his relationship to Nageki.
Yeah.
Yeah, with some serious deep lore. Yeah, that's the ultimate bit of Hatoful Boyfriend. You come in for the tee-hee silly, I'm dating pigeons, and then the longer you spend in the game, the deeper the lore goes and the crazier things become until you're just full-on murder mystery through for most of the final route, and now we're in a Persona 4 style battle of the self.
No, Hitori, that was not my wish. Remember my final wish. It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family and we need you. That doesn't help. With my body like this, I can't work or go to school. That's just how it is. You're thinking too hard, Nageki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away, right? What a beautiful sunset. I guess it's autumn already. Are you cold, Nageki? I'm fine. Tori. It would be easier for you without me, right? Why do you think that? I heard you and the others talking about it. Medicine costs a lot more than food. You're paying for it out of your salary, right? If you had that money for yourself, you could buy better food. You wouldn't have to work so much. So you would be better off without me. Don't say that, Nageki. I don't care about fancy food or free time. You're more important than any of that. You mean more to us than you think, Nageki. You were very young when you came here, so maybe you don't remember, but losing family is hard. I want to stay like this, watching over the people I love forever. So listen, maybe it looks like I'm working just for you, but it's for me too. Seeing you happy makes me happy. Thank you, Hitori. I just wish I wasn't such a burden to you. Stop that already. You've never been a burden to me. Have some millet. Eat well and we can sleep well too. Let's hope for good dreams, okay? I hope we can stay like this with everyone forever. Yes. Yes, my second wish was live, Hitori. Live and be happy. Nageki, I can't be happy. You're gone. I can't be with you anymore. Look at me, Hitori. I want you to live. You don't have to feel guilty for me. I couldn't tell why I was still here. At first I thought my remains, the parts of me that are inside Mr. Kawada now, were keeping me here. But I don't think so now. I think I was worried. Worried that you wouldn't be able to keep going alone. I can't, Nageki. I can't go on without you. I don't want to live without you. We've stayed here too long, Hitori. We have to move on. Don't worry. We'll meet again somewhere, sometime. Mr. Kawada, thank you. Kawada, are you unhurt?
Yeah, I'm fine.
How unexpected. If it were me, your insides would have divulged themselves and their secrets long ago. Nanaki, I will not forgive this madness.
Don't worry about it, Sakuya. It's already over. We need to get out. We are already out of time.
Indeed.
Nageki was kept frozen here, right, Doctor?
Indeed he was. The facility was sealed off, so it was hardly difficult to keep people from snooping around.
Damn, bro's still alive with like 4 gunshot wounds, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm staying here with Hiyoko.
What are you saying, Kawada? Come with us at once! I see. Kawada. I thought you would say that. The Karen virus has by now colonized your body quite completely. Were you to leave, any humans you encountered would suffer a painful death. What? Was this your plan all along, you conniving physician? Surely there was a way to remove the virus! Alas, that would be impossible with current medical technology. Once established in the body, it is quite tenacious. Even if we were to remove the tissues from Mr. Fujishiro, Mr. Kawada would still carry the virus. Madness! Lunacy! The same goes for Miss Tosaka's damaged brain. It is currently preserved inside a glass jar, but just barely. Indeed, given Labor 9's behavior and the subsequent damage she was dealt, there is no guarantee that her personality and memories are still retrievable. With current medical technology, anyway. Shirogane, let's go outside. Do you mean to leave Kawada here? How deep does your selfish nature run? We'll come back for him.
Saki, you're the one saying that? Oh, how far we've come.
Yeah. He's got such a character arc.
We'll come back for him. It's impossible now, but one day we may be able to remove the virus from his body. I think that Nageki would say the same. Well, Mr. Shirogane, I think perhaps you would do well to respect Mr. Kawada's thoughts on the matter.
I feel as if one day has brought an entire lifetime's worth of fatigue. I'm right there with you, brother. I just want to rest for a little while. I'm worried about Mother. Sakia, could you tell her I'll be back one day?
Listen, Kawada. Labelle, no. I never go back on my word. No matter how long it takes, I will come back for you. I swear. So, promise me, please. Promise me that you'll leave this place with me, alive.
Right, I promise.
Yeah, it is just a little gay.
I'll be waiting for you.
Fellas!
A lot sure happened today, Hiyoko.
Oh, does this mean we're finally getting into recap mode, Ryota? I'm half sick from being stuck out here, not even knowing what's going on.
Yeah, I guess you only got to see bits and pieces of the story.
Yep, so will you fill me in, please?
I guess we have plenty of time for it.
I'm going to miss eating udon, but having you here makes things at least a little better, right?
Where do I start? Everything that's happened, what's happening now, and everything that might happen one day. We have plenty of time to talk about it all.
I'll be waiting! It says the achievement says get BBL ending. That means bad boys love. That's the proper name for this route. And this is the proper final end screen of the game. Except there is an epilogue. So we're gonna see that real quick because we unlocked all the other endings, which means it should automatically put us into the epilogue.
Oh man. Oh, they did not update that text, I see. Haha.
So pixelated. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Every time I see Devolver Digital, I'm like, wait, what?
Surprise. Remember in the very beginning when you said, huh, yeah, Devolver, that's weird. That's strange. They wouldn't pick up a game like this.
Like, yeah, it still does feel weird for Devolver, but like, I get it more now.
It at least makes a little bit more sense. There we go. Oh, you good? Okay, just the music ended suddenly. So it's like, uh-oh, did it break?
Madness! Why, if it isn't my darling little brother, salutations! You scum! You villain! Explain yourself! Why are you still alive? Why? Well, for starters, I could never bring myself to leave all the ladies sad and alone. How much must you mock me before you will be satisfied? Hello again. Leon! Oh, truth be told, Leon here gave me an antidote. I was loitering around on the border between life and death, and he pulled me back up in a miraculous revival. But he said he was going to go recover your body. I do not recall saying I was going to recover his corpse. Lunacy! Madness! Inconceivable! Give it back! Give me back the time and mental energy I spent mourning you! You mourned me! I'm flattered. Ugh! We can't stay long, Sakazaki Yuya. So I'm gonna set out on our next bright and massive mission. This is your chance to regain the department's trust. Roger that. Let's go, sexy and suave.
Cuckoo! Okosan fell smooth. There is deliciousness nearby.
Black Bean Donna.
Cuckoo? Angel, do you have food?
What did I? The demon spores encroach again?
Good! Stick 'em up! Okosan demands your beans or your life.
So you appear, bone-white bird of bean-eating! By the oath of old, join me! They're still going at it. Hello, Shirogane, how are you? Why are you, of all people, pushing Uemina's wheelchair? I would never have expected to see you two together. Taking responsibility for injuries dealt to another party by tending to them seems to be a natural enough reaction to me. I need to apologize somehow, don't I? If you change your mind and decide it's time to exact revenge again, I never met either of you, understand? Oh, come on, Shirogane. That would never happen. Probably. How wonderful. I can feel the suspense in the air. Somehow I feel like attempting to apply ethical guidelines to either of you is completely futile. Anyway, I needed to talk to you. I have the results from the experiment the other day. There were no problems. None at all. It was a perfect success. Well, I guess that means it's time, doesn't it? I have the date. If you can come, please do. Mr. Kawada? Mr. Kawada? Miss Tosaka? Can you hear me? Morning is almost here. Wake up, Kawada.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Tosaka, I told you. I think this is meant to be Sakya.
Wake up, Kawada! Tosaka, I told you I wouldn't go back on my word!
There we go. That's the birds.
Wow.
All right. And that's the epilogue. We do get confirmation that Ryota and the brain of Hiyoko are successfully retrieved from their cold sleep in the medical center. Technically, if we were to go to the archive, there are two... Oh, hey! The missing one that we had popped in.
Huh. It must be that if you finish this one, it just says unlock it. Make sure everything's unlocked.
Maybe. So yeah, 6 and 13 are the final documents. Number 6 is the Spanish influenza, an acutely infectious strain that was pandemic in 1918. Approximately 600 million people were infected, and of those, approximately 100 million died. It claimed the largest number of lives in the shortest period of time of any disaster during the human era. Oh man, this is probably outdated now. From information found in remaining records, the pathogen itself is thought to have been a derivative of avian influenza. And the Heartful House incident. The Heartful House Orphanage in Area L9, Section 6, was attacked by the Human Liberation Front terrorist organization. The terrorists barricaded themselves inside, taking their residents hostage. 11 residents were killed during the incident, and 8 officers died storming the building. 2 residents are known to have survived, but their current whereabouts are unknown. That is all of the lore documents. if we go in here, we get the information about finding the bird cafe. And I want to say, hang on, is it the easel? Darn it. Okay. It's supposed to be that there's a special maid cafe extra scene.
But we don't get it because I think the game is bugged out from when it didn't give me my stuff before.
Oh, but we got our extra CGs from here.
Mm-hmm.
You see the original design for our people. There's Yota's dad.
Aww. I like the one of all the birds.
Yeah, they're so cute, aren't they?
Yeah, I like the one of the crimson-breasted one.
Angel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so we did it! This was indeed the actual finale for real! We made it through, even with like an hour of yapping in there.
Yeah, no, like, genuinely.
I'm so mad I don't get the main cafe scene.
No, yeah, like, genuinely, like, all of the one-off routes didn't do much for me, right? Some of them were very fun, some of them were like, were whatever. I think that if a lot of them, if they had been about half the length, I would have enjoyed them more, but I feel like a lot of them were just a bit too long. Admittedly, that might just be because we were reading it all out loud, so that added a lot to the length.
Yeah, it goes a lot faster when you are just reading it in your head.
Yeah, but then you get into the bad birds love route, and like it's like, oh, okay, this is genuinely good. Like the joke of the game of it's like, aha, let's use like shitty like bird pictures as like the, that like is no longer a factor. This is just like a well-written like murder survival like scenario. And it's good. It has really good writing and characterization, and like the way that the different characters come together and play off of each other. The moment it stopped being an Otome game, I feel like it got a lot better.
Yeah, I think the original concept for this was just the Otome parody part for the writer, but it was so popular that when she actually decided to, make her little group of people to work on the game, she went all in on like writing the script for it. And this was the finale that she had planned for, and she actually like really doubted if it was good enough. And I think that finale is so fucking good personally, because like the natural progression of any Hatoful Boyfriend playthrough is you go in, haha, silly birds, and you're sitting here for that first route going, it's so weird that everyone is a bird. What the hell? Like, I can't take this seriously. And then like, if most of the time people end up on a route that's either like Ryota's or Kazuaki's, maybe they go Oko-san for the extra joke, and they see like any one of those endings is still like enough of like proper writing at the end of it where it's like, oh, okay, well, that was quick. I'll try another route. And then by the time you're at like the end of your first route or the beginning of your second route, you're already desensitized to everyone being a pigeon. But it just gets more and more natural the more you play the game and the more you ending hunt. Like, if you care enough about, like, seeing all the silly antics or, like, what are these strange lore documents, then you will ending hunt and see all the different things you can do. And then you get the secret route, because it only needs, like, 5 routes. I think it needs Kazuaki's, Sakuya's, Ryota's, Nageki's, and then maybe Yuya's? Maybe Shu's. One of those. So you don't need every route in order to get there. You do need every route for the epilogue. So that means around the time you're like halfway through, you are ready to see the final route and go, what the fuck? Hang on a minute, did we just change genres?
Yeah. No, and like I think that that's really interesting. I like that it is like it's that it never gets old. That trick of like thing that starts out as parody, but then like it turns into just a very earnest, high quality thing by the end of it. You know, it's like the Dragon Ball Z abridged effect. You know, the love like, oh, this I came into this like with like silly jokes, and we had nothing but silly jokes for long enough that the that like when it does get much more serious, I'm like it's like tenfold as opposed to if it had just started serious.
Yep, I agree. And
Yeah.
then, of course, I do love the different pigeons and birds that they chose and the little things that they added in, like Yuya being in a courting position, or like with the image that they chose for Shu, they only ever show you his good side to hide the fact that he's got a bad right wing. Fun fact about Kazuaki: the way that he changed his appearance, I believe, is that he bleaches his feathers. And so the reason why he's sleepy all the time, I believe, is meant to be like a side effect of inhaling that much bleach.
Damn. Yeah, I kept waiting for like that to be like relevant, and it just kind of wasn't. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's actually elaborated on even more in there is technically like a follow-up game. It's not a proper sequel, but it's called Holiday Star, and it technically takes place during like the Christmas season, and it's a very Christmas themed game. And it features the same cast in like a kind of like alternate universe thing where obviously Bad Boys Love doesn't happen because the main character is still alive. But it still does dig into a lot of the like character backstories and relationships that you see featured most prominently in Bad Boys Love. So it's a fun ride. Probably going to put it on my list of things to do during December this year.
Nice. If these routes were too long, this is probably as far as Husband's Otome Adventures and because routes can go on even longer. Yeah, no. Like I mean, I've played other games. Like I've played Clanad, for example. I think that a big part of it is just I need to be able to like when it comes to like me enjoying like visual novels and stuff, I need to be able to like get up and like do something. You know, I need to be able to like read for a little bit. You know, maybe it's like 30 minutes, maybe it's 15, maybe it's 2 hours, but like get up, do something else for 15 minutes, come back. Like I need to like if a cool thing happens, I need to get up and like pace around. It's an active process for me, or like I need to be able to decide, okay, I'm a little bit sleepy. I'm only like an hour and a half into this session of playing the game, and I'm enjoying it. But I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. I need to just put it down right now, as opposed to like streaming it, where it's a much more rigid format.
Oh man, even when I'm not streaming, I usually end up rating things for a solid like 3 or 4 hours if I let myself
Yeah.
get absorbed.
No, yeah, like I need to. I don't know how much of it is just my attention span getting shot over time, and how much of it is just that this is just how my brain works. But yeah, no, I think that's like a big thing that like causes difficulty for me. That's caused difficulty for me with this. I would be willing to potentially check out like other Otome games, like non-parody ones, if like if motherfuckers think like, oh no, like I think you specifically would like be like actually genuinely into this one. Not just like, oh, this is a good one, but like this like would appeal to like your taste. I'd be down to check it out. Like I'm not against it. It's just I'm not the biggest visual novel guy. I've read like a fair few, like Phoenix Wright or 999 Time Hollow. I personally would not count Teenage Exocolonist as a visual novel, but I do believe it's categorized as one.
I think it is because it's all the way it's formatted is like a visual novel. It's just that you have like the card game for so much of it.
Yeah, you have the card game and you have the free roamy sections where you can like walk around. It's just it's one of those things where it's like I get why people classify it as one. I wouldn't, but like I'm not about to like fight the masses on that. But yeah, no, I mean like I'm not against checking out others. But yeah, I'm usually not the biggest visual novel guy, but I've always wanted to like get more into them. I feel like I always struggle to get into it.
No, I can see that. Me personally, I've been a on and off fan of visual novels myself. It's been a long time since I read like a proper full text visual novel before February when I did it for the gimmick of like, haha, it's February, romance month, yippee, woohoo. And then, it's March 22nd,
Yeah.
and I finally finished the one that I started on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Oops.
Visual
it's
novels
fine.
blend. Yeah, visual novels blend genre pretty easily. Yeah, like for example, Phoenix Wright. Like, is it a visual novel or is it a puzzle game? Both, or I got you.
I still would consider Phoenix Wright a visual novel just because,
Sure.
again, it's primarily you're reading for everything. Everything is done via text. Like, there's really
Yeah.
no other way to describe it, even though it does have like the puzzle part of it.
Yeah, it can also be both.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, like for example, Portal. I would call like it's I would call it a puzzle game, but it's also a platformer.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Puzzle platformers are a pretty popular genre.
Yeah.
But
Right.
all right, that
So
is it for Hatoful Boyfriend.
we did it.
Tomorrow is gonna be a late stream or no stream at all. We're visiting a friend to drop off some of the stuff that we're bringing to his place when we move ahead of time, so we don't have to move as much during the actual day of. So that's gonna be starting at like 2. I'm hoping to get back in time for a stream at 8. But if I'm tired or anything else like that, I could just cancel stream. So if you're in the Discord, I will be giving you guys updates as the time approaches there. Otherwise, I might not say anything on Twitter or Blue Sky, honestly. It's fine, don't worry about it. Final thing I want to do before we end stream for the night. Playing Hatoful Boyfriend in 2026 for the first time. Well, would you recommend it?
Would I recommend it?
Yeah, would you recommend it? Like no bias of I love this game. Like, would you, as an individual, recommend it?
Sure.
Yippee!
Yeah. No, I mean, like, if the it's one of those things where I feel like you see this exact thing that is currently on stream on screen right now, and you will immediately know if this is the kind of thing that like you will be interested in or not. Like if you see this and you're like, what? Why would that seems dumb and stupid? I don't like that. Then yeah, like it's not for you. Don't try it. But yeah, no, if somebody's like, oh, like that sounds kind of funny. That sounds entertaining. That sounds like kind of interesting. Like what is it? That's curious to me. Then yeah, check it out. Give it a try.
That is all I could ask for. Let's fucking go. Oh, I'm so glad it still has a charm and appeal to it years and years later, my beloved pigeon game. But I was just asked, what's the plan for tomorrow if a stream does happen? You guys have had it good for too long. I've been playing so many other games, doing so many other things. I need more Atelier in my life. So we're going to Eska emoji. Huh?
I was hoping you'd say Dark Souls.
I can't have a full weekend of you hanging around. Otherwise, you're gonna be all
fair.
like, "Oh, we're only 3 hours in, and I'm so tired."
Yeah, that does sound like me.
You're doing it today.
Yeah, I don't. I get up early. I do chores all day. All right, I get tired early.
Yeah, no, that's completely reasonable.
Do you want to know what my day was? Okay. I got up, I fed the cat, I made pancakes so that way my lovely wife could have pancakes when she woke up. All right. I watched a movie, all right, 1995 Ghost in the Shell, the first time seeing it. Good movie. Not amazing. Amazing for many reasons, but like, everything it does there has been done better since then. But
yeah,
it
set the
yeah.
standards for the genre basically, and then because it's been iterated on since, it's like, oh, I've seen this before, but I can see how everything traces its DNA back to this. That was me with the King in Yellow.
Exactly. Yeah. So watch Ghost in the Shell, and then and then And then I cleaned. I took the trash to the dump. I went to the grocery store. I got back. I helped made our furniture planning. I did taxes. I then made dinner. All right. I then ate dinner. I spent a bit of time with my wife, and then I streamed. So I'm a little tired. Okay.
I think M put it best. Streaming is hard, and men are weak.
Yeah, fair.
We've had it good for too long. Muse and wondering when I get around to Eska emoji. I hope I'm saying Eska's name right. I always kept on trying to say Esha, but I'm pretty sure it's Eska. But yes, I held off for a little while because I had a bunch of gimmicks and things I wanted to do and events to run, and technically I still owe you guys an OJ stream because we hit 200 followers like mid Camille's birthday stream, and I didn't want to be like, oh shit, it's her birthday and I'm going on vacation and blah blah blah. It just felt too crowded. So I didn't want to like schedule that, but I still owe you guys an OJ stream. But I really, really, really want to start another Atelier. It's been too long. I need more cute girls doing cute things in my life. If there's ever a point in time where like my husband's feeling good and I'm feeling down to Dark Souls or OJ, then of course I will set things up like that. But for now, Atelier is gonna be the focus again. So I hope you guys will stick around for that again, because I really want to tell you, I am going to try and stream tomorrow, even if I am tired. But it will entirely depend on what time we're getting back from dropping off our stuff and, you know, hanging out with our friend while we're there. Pick up Ultimate Chicken Horse for the chaos as well. I've seen people play it, but I never found it like that fun to watch. It might just be one of those games where it's more fun to play though. OJ scratches the like chaos center of my brain where it's like, yippee, I've got my cards, I'm gonna go do my thing. And at any point in time, everything can go to shit. I'm sure Ultimate Chicken Horse has the same thing, but because I haven't like played it for myself, I don't get to figure it out the same way. Game more fun to experience. Okay. Then I'll have to take a look at it. But I think for now, that is it. We raided out last night, so I think I'm just gonna keep it chill today. We're not gonna raid out tonight. We'll just chill. And thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the journey that is Hatoful Boyfriend. Good night.